What's your favorite scary movie?
Goddamn fucked up horror picture.
What is going on, guys and gals, and welcome to Good Real Hunting. We're in for the good real, so you don't have to. It's your boy Brad, the Brett Man's right over there, and look who it is. Our pal, our amigo, our friend Chris is back, and he is with us tonight for this celebration of 1,000 subscribers, because you know what? It's been a long road. This is one of our favorite movies, and we're here to celebrate it tonight, and, you know, we figured no better way to do it than to celebrate 1,000. Of course, Chris was with us for a big portion of that, so we deemed it appropriate for him to be here, and gracious that he is.
Sweet. Feels good. Feels right. Glad to be back.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. So I know what y'all are thinking. We look like a bunch of idiots right now. Yes, we do. So if we sound okay, great. If we don't sound okay, please let us know. This is the only way we can figure this out without like copy claims and strikes all over the place. So deal with us tonight, guys, and we appreciate it.
Chris, can we get a I'm thinking I'm back.
Absolutely not. What I will say about these headphones is a bunch of fucking amateurs.
Yeah, man. Hey, wait, Chris, what do you have down there?
Brad, you want me to do this right now?
Let's give it a minute, man. Let's get a couple people in here. But we could go ahead and, Birdie, if you want to say hi to the chat, that's cool. And then we could go ahead and do the movie card stuff and do all that. And then
because this is going to be a long movie, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So we want to make sure we end this at an appropriate time here. Let me get that banner going. We got Lamontre. What's going on? Yo, Adrian, how you doing? You know, we're going to watch Jack Nicholson get all crazy and shit, you know? And then we got Brendan the Belden. What's going on? He's excited for this movie just because I'm a quarter way through the Shining book right now. So he's excited for this watch party. And then we got Butterfly Tatum Dove. What's going on? And then saying, congratulations. Wow, how neat is that? Help me now. You help me now. Yeah, you help me now. I'm getting paper. Brother Fluff, what's going on?
I'm almost over it, dude.
Saying any Chris makes any stream better. I absolutely agree with that because we also got Chris Snyder here saying, I think Brad and I have some very different ideas about what she would have done with Danny.
Yeah, what should be done with Danny. Danny boy.
Yeah, so that is who is all in the chat right now. So let me go ahead and go over the movie fact card real quick. So let me get this out of the way real quick. The Shining was released on June the 13th of 1980 with an 8.4 out of 10 on IMDb, 4.3 out of 5 on the Letterboxd, where most of the votes come in, shocker, at a 5 out of 5. Tomato meter, 82% by the critics, 93% by the audience, $19 million budget. Domestic box office made $46 million, while globally it didn't have a big global launch, only made about extra million. Still good numbers in my opinion. Director is by Stanley Kubrick, and the cast is Jack Nicholson, Shelley Duvall, Danny Lloyd, and Scatman Crothers, man, playing our favorite character of all time. Well, Chris's favorite character of all time, of Dick.
I love any character called Dick.
Dick Warlock.
Oh man, y'all freaking behave. We got to behave tonight. And let's see here. There's also Tatum Yellow Dove. What's going on? Oh, they were on the wrong channel, but you know what? You are here now, so all is good in the world.
Hell to the yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Let's you want to see? So you want to check out this little surprise that
I think
Chris has over there.
Yeah, Chris, go ahead and open it up. We got about 5 minutes before we start the movie.
This is what I would like to call a Christmas gift in February, almost March.
Yeah, that's what I
that's
said
been
a little while ago. I was like, yeah, we're finally getting to these at the beginning of March. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's go,
let's see.
Daddy.
Everyone
what's
take
in
a
there, man.
take a gander here. Beautiful
Look at
paper,
that.
man. Did you wrap this yourself?
Shit, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, that's what I.
You
I
could
could
probably
imagine
tell
that.
if I wrapped it. If it looks like it's decently wrapped, then it was not me.
No, it looks great, man. I think you did it.
Oh, Mega Cat, what's going on, man? Where are you? There we go. Go Vols. He's a big ball fan,
buddy.
Chris.
Go balls, baby.
Bum, bum, bum.
Nice work.
Birdie's
this.
poor name is Brett Dickman Hard.
I like this. It just literally came, and for Chris.
Oh, well, here. And Gory Tiger says, I'm lost. Where am I? Well, you are on Good Real Hunting's freaking chat right now, and we're getting ready to watch The Shining from 1980.
Shit, yeah, we are, man. But first, Chris has opened up this epic Christmas gift from December that
Hell
I
yeah.
thought
Does
he
need to be
needed.
gentle.
Hey, man, this is all your fault for fucking living 3 hours away. All right. Well, we've got a some sort of metal tubing here. Which
Oh,
could
that's
be,
a stirring utensil.
yeah, it could be either stirring or a straw. I'm not sure.
Chad would like that.
You could blow bubbles with it.
Or
yeah.
blow bubbles.
Time will tell. Let's see what we've got in here.
And then
I'm
Brenda
gonna
the
say-
Beltham says, tell Bretman the next watch party has to be his first viewing of Pulp Fiction.
It appears to be some sort of drinking device. Oh,
see what
What
baby.
the fuck is that?
Nice work, man. Look at that. God damn.
Yeah, get
I
that.
mean, I can see this. Mr. October.
That's actually quite badass, man. I kind of wish I would have kept it.
Now is that you modeling?
That's me. Yeah, absolutely. I got that tattooed
yeah,
on my
I
ass.
thought so.
Yeah. Yeah.
The boogeyman is. He's got a booty. Like,
He's got a.
You
funky
found the
ass.
ass
Wow.
in, dude.
dude, it's called the Booty Man.
Mr. October.
Man, do you know what
That's-
would go great with that?
I love.
That's what they call me on the streets.
I love it, man.
think what would go great with that? It's a nice bottle
Uh-oh.
of some bourbon.
Ooh,
Bourbon whiskey.
nice.
Bourbon whiskey.
You want-
the
you want-
Kentucky
Oh, that's
Straight.
perfect. Oh, you got to whip that out while Jack's drinking at the bar. here
That's
in a
what I'm
minute.
thinking, man. What do you think, Birdie? You
I
want
could,
to go
I
for
could,
it?
I could get a little glass, but we'll get there when we get to that part of the movie.
Hell yeah,
This is
man.
medicine.
Yeah, healthy medicine.
Time to take your medicine, Christopher.
That's
Oh,
awesome,
man.
man.
But yeah, guys, we're getting ready to start the movie here, just here shortly. But before we do that, I totally forgot the most important part of the stream here, which, Brad, it is we got to thank our Patreons here. So let me do that real quick.
Oh yeah. please
These
take
are our real hunters, our Patreons. They are the official backbone of this channel. They make the channel run very smoothly, so we all don't go insane like freaking Jack Nicholson does in this movie. So if you're freaking crazy enough and want to be a real hunter and a Patreon, the Patreon link is in the description down below. Click on it, select the tier. Any tier will be just fine. So you all could be a real hunter today.
Yeah, and always, man. I mean, if you can't be a Patreon, that's fine. We just appreciate your presence, being here, commenting, liking the stream, sharing the stream. All that fun stuff helps tremendously as we try to hit our goals. So much appreciated to all.
Yeah, and oh wait a minute, we got a surprise visitor real quick. We got Destiny here. Destiny, aren't you supposed to be doing Fear Freaks right now?
No.
Yeah, well, like they should be coming watching The Shining with us, but we understand they had a particular like Braden's in a particular area where they have to shoot Fear Freaks. So Desi, thank you so much for saying hi real quick. If that's what y'all
Yes.
doing, or if you're here for the long run, we're happy to have you. And we're also got Veronica in the house. What's going on, Veronica?
Oh, hello and welcome.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to watch that movie with Destiny here in a couple weeks, man. It's gonna be fucking blast.
Oh yeah, we'll explain more on. Hey, you be nice. We'll explain more. Oh, she's
That's good.
Turn off the way.
That's fine. That's
You
good.
know what? Well,
Boo!
no, hey, thumbs up. Well played. And we won't tell Braden, I promise. So, all right, guys. So let's go ahead and start the movie. This movie is 2 hours and like 15, 30 minutes long. So we need to go ahead and get started so Uncle Brad doesn't fall asleep here. So let's go ahead and get our movie. I am paused. We are paused at 1 second.
Yes, dude. Let me get up to 1 second. I'm on Prime. Actually, you know what? I had that stupid copyright thing that popped up last time, or that fucking warning. Let me make sure I don't have that.
Yeah,
here.
please don't.
Because
See
okay,
what
no,
this motherfucker's at with my noodles.
yeah, cool. We're good. 1 second. Cool. We're good. I'm good. We're good. We're good.
We
We're good.
All right.
good.
So
You're good.
okay, so here's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. When I say play, you all hit play. Actually, Chris is here, so how about you do the honors?
You want me to do the countdown?
Yeah, do the
Can I
countdown and
Oh,
say
fuck
play.
yeah, okay, cool.
Don't choke on that ghost dig over there.
Okay, cool.
All right, go.
I'm Mr. October. Okay.
She said
3
flavored blizzard.
No, we go at 5.
5.
5.
You want me to count up or down?
5 down.
Down. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, in play.
Play.
We're on.
Sorry,
We're on. Here we are. Warner Brothers
I
is
apparently hired the worst person ever to do that. So
you guys got the Warner Brothers logo up and running?
Oh yeah.
Tremendous.
We're on.
All right, man. Okay,
Oh.
so we're right here.
yeah, let's go ahead and just address the big thing. One of the most best scores in the history of the horror
Oh,
genre.
absolutely, yeah.
And it
camera
opens
work.
right with it, man. Yeah, it opens with some of the best music and cinematography you'll see in a horror movie, man. Right out.
I was
like,
just
straight
on
here.
that lake a few months ago.
Oh,
You took
yeah,
a video of this route, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
lucky bastard.
Except it was raining, not snowing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
you know, a
just
lot of
I'm getting
things
the
I
chat
love.
pulled up on my phone here.
Yes, please do. A lot of things I love about this opening here, this drive-in. Obviously, aside from the obvious, the music and the shot, it's just that over, I don't know, it just makes Jack feel so small, as he's driving in here. It's just it's cool, man. It's a neat little
Captain Jack
little shot.
Sparrow. All right, I'm gonna right here. You can see that chat, can you?
Yeah.
Okay,
I can.
good. So we got the chat here. So we
You're
got both
good.
things that we good. And yeah. Oh, Chris bitched at me earlier, so I'm gonna have to start
Got to
drinking
bust
here.
open a claw.
Yeah, you got to whip out a claw, man.
Yeah, a claw. Yeah, a claw.
Cole's in the house, dude. He said, "Just leave up my cam if I fall asleep." I'll do that, man. It's always running. You can tap into my cam anytime.
Oh shit!
dog.
You moved up in the world. I like it,
I
man.
know, man.
Hell yeah, dude. A hard mics is good.
Dude,
to
and I
find.
love the freaking color of the fonts right here too.
It stands
Yeah,
out, doesn't it, Birdie?
There's Dick.
It's such a crazy thing too about how effective music can be, because like it's such a beautiful drive, but then whenever you add the score over top of it, it like instantly becomes so ominous and like completely changes the feel of it. What should be like a beautiful drive is like this really ominous thing. Yeah.
Kind of like you're like dreading for the main character to
Oh,
go
yeah.
where they're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so totally builds into that sense of dread, and that's what Tatum here is saying too. Creepy music. Yeah, and kind of what I was saying a minute ago is just the way these are shot. It makes Jack feel so small, like he's nothing more than just a, like a pawn, and he's about to get played here pretty soon to do his duties. And along with the music and stuff, it's just freaking creepy, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Veronica also says the score is awesome, and I could not agree more.
Yeah, dude, sexy is what it is. It's
Especially
Yeah,
that
it's just-
shot right there. Look at that. The freaking mountains with snow. Got the overlook.
I know.
yeah.
Brad, it's been a little while now, but I know I was able to go actually watch the 4K release of this in theaters. Did you do it as well?
I did, and it was
A
amazing.
couple years ago. Yeah.
I hate you guys because I was going to go too, but I got deathly ill, so I had to cancel my ticket and everything.
Dude, it
Dude,
was
Brad knows how heartbroken I was.
one of my favorite theater experiences of all time, I think.
It was my favorite until Top Gun 2 came out. Shit.
Yeah.
Took it over,
Get the
man.
fuck
Here's
out
Jack
of here.
Nicholson.
Did you say Jack Nicholson?
Let's go see if anybody picked up on that.
I'll pick,
Hey, man.
Yeah, I might have one headphone on, but I can still hear you.
I've seen that guy in some other movies.
Tatum Yellow says, Good Real Hunting, I got a new Ghostface shirt and a cup for Scream if y'all haven't seen my video. I'm definitely going to watch it because my buddy Chris over here is trying to give me a freaking movie bucket.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Cinemark and see if I can get one.
I'm going to call those bastards tomorrow, see if they're still going to do it because they're really unsure if they're going to do it or not. They got the cups.
Are they
Well,
the
that's
only
half the
chain?
battle, Birdie.
Yeah,
It's kind of like
Cinemark is supposed to be the only chain.
I'll do my
Birdie.
best.
It's kind of like Jingle All the Way, where they have Booster, but they don't have Turbo Man, and you're like,
But nobody
nobody
likes Boost. Well, I like
nobody likes the
Booster.
cups. Yeah, dude. Jack's there to get the interview in, man.
Dude.
Now we're
But
seeing
first,
Shelley Duvall.
we gotta get with the gorgeous Shelley Duvall.
Yeah, she's here for the first time in the movie, and
She's
it's
actually.
decent, man.
Did anybody check that? Catch that she was going to be in a new horror movie?
Yeah,
yeah.
with Alyssa Rose, I think.
And maybe Edward Furlong, or was that a different movie? I can't remember. But yeah, I thought that was
I don't know,
wild.
but she back in the game, baby.
Somebody said,
It
I
only
think it was
took her
Tatum
40 years to
said-
recover from filming this.
Yeah, she's finally able to get back into the industry, man.
Yeah, because she absolutely went through hell on this set.
Yeah, she
Is
did,
everybody
man.
familiar with what happened to Danny Lloyd there?
What happened?
Negative.
Oh, he's a science teacher now.
Oh, okay.
He's a high school science teacher.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that. Dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was about to say, like, does he
He was
actually teach
murdered.
science, or does Tony teach science?
No, it's him, man. I think
Dude, what if I were
could be
Toby instead of Tony,
he's still doing it, but now he's like Toby.
or Tony? They're great. Okay. sorry,
Brandon's
joke.
asking for a timestamp. We are
I
at 5
gotcha.
minutes and 34 seconds. 34 seconds.
Yeah, same.
They're in the interview scene right now. Jack's sitting there with Mr. Ullman, and he's in that peach-looking room, and we're just getting the first kind of look at how awesome Jack Torrance
Did you say
is.
peach?
It's kind of peachy, right?
Are you sure about that? This is freaking peachy, man.
I could eat a peach for
I mean,
hours.
honestly, that's a great ad.
did Brett jeer Brett?
What do you
He's
think?
like, I could eat a peach for hours.
You're damn right.
Hey, Mel. Speaking, what's God? By now I'm embarrassed. What's going on, Mel? How are you doing, Killer? We're not being inappropriate or anything. I promise.
We're doing good, man.
Where's
We're
the
talking
salt?
a little Shining here, man. We got he's talking to Stuart Ullman. He's learning about the kind of the history of the Overlook. Going to
Also
find out
learning
that
about one of the greatest hairlines in human history. I mean, look, this guy's got to be 50 plus. He's still rocking. Look at those beautiful locks.
oh fuck yeah, dude! Look at it. He's put some hairspray in there. I bet.
And let's see here. I saw Chris Snyder with a. I kind of want to see. This is Chris Snyder, Brad. I kind of want to see Patrick Wilson play Jack. His role in Insidious 2 was very similar, so I want to see him fully go for it. Dude, that would be legit.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
would
Because
be
the
I'm
same
sure
thing.
eventually we will get a Shining remake.
I hope not, man.
I know,
mean,
but if they're going to do a Jaws remake, they'll easily do a Shining remake.
Well, nobody said anything about a Jaws remake, but
yeah, it's Hollywood, dude. It's going to happen.
dude, I actually would love to see a Shining remake, but in the sense of a series on Netflix via Mike Flanagan, where we get to focus on.
Well,
these
it has to be on
characters.
Amazon.
okay, yeah, Flanagan.
Yes.
No, I mean, obviously, Doctor Sleep was
Badass.
phenomenal. Yeah, and honestly, I thought Henry Thomas did a good job of the in the bartending scene as Jack.
He did. Yeah, he did a wonderful job.
I mean, the look
by-
wasn't 100%, but I thought the mannerisms and the acting was pretty spot on.
Yeah, and you know what? He was really just giving life to Jack Torrance. He wasn't necessarily trying to be Jack Nicholson, and I thought he did really good with that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. But
Like-
Flanagan obviously knows the material backward and forward. If he did it, I would probably, I think I could sign up for it. But outside of that, man, I just don't think
That's
it's something that should be messed with.
Mhm.
That's the only
Likewise,
way I
for
could
Jaws.
accept
I mean, come the fuck on.
in a series, where you could really kind of take your time to learn about the characters. You could spend plenty of time with Jack prior to this incident, prior to him showing up here and going crazy. You could see him with that battle with alcoholism and seeing him kind of having all those issues prior to and trying to be a better person before he shows up here and the hotel turns him. It could be a really good, compelling story, I think, if you stretch
Yeah,
it out.
but dude, real quick, Veronica just said a Shining prequel will be cool. I can actually dig that just to kind of see like the whole incident before the Torrance family gets to the Overlook Hotel.
Yeah, maybe see like some of the
Some like the past ghosts and all that and their origins on how they got there and all that. That would be neat.
that could be cool. Yeah,
Yeah, dude, definitely.
My
Because The Shining
trouble-
has a history. You could do a whole show just on the Overlook.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. The Overlook may be kind of cool.
Yeah, and Chris just said 10-episode limited series would be good enough, which I agree with that. It doesn't need to like expand upon seasons. It just needs to be a series. Tell each episode be
Absolutely,
each story, and then the last episode can be like the prequel of the Torrance family leading
Right
up to
before-
Jack, and
yeah,
the last
before
shot
they
could be
get there.
Jack going to the Overlook Hotel, kind of like how we saw that opening scene.
Yeah. The
That'd
only
be kind of cool.
qualm that I have with it is like, yeah, I mean, obviously this version of it differs from the book, and I don't know, maybe Flanagan, but I don't know if anybody else would have the balls to deviate, and make it its own
Shiny.
thing from the book,
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
how the
some-
hell
like
are
a
you going to
middle ground.
recreate that?
I mean, not
that
saying
dog
that
bear. pig?
I'm not saying that the book is bad or like a faithful adaptation would be, wouldn't be good, but I just think that there's this version of it already exists, so it would be, I always feel like it would be kind of hard to top that in terms of like a direct adaptation. So I definitely think the prequel would be a better idea.
Yeah, either way, I don't think a movie would ever be needed. I wouldn't mind to do a series. I know Chris has kind of said that a time or two. I think you could make that work. I think you could totally make that work. But no, a movie that just you're not going to top this. And honestly, this is better. I think this is one of the rare examples of a movie being better than a book.
Mm.
Yeah, agreed.
And I think if you were to go back and be more faithful to the book, you're just gonna revert. But there's still an interesting story you could tell with Jack because he's a better developed character in the novel. But I think I like how dark this gets compared to the book.
Mm-hmm. God, I just noticed all that freaking Kool-Aid on top of the refrigerator.
Yeah, buddy. Gonna get
That
freaking
looks like my
pumped up
first
and jacked
apartment.
up.
There's nothing but Kool-Aid and ramen.
Oh yeah. Oh man. But Brother Fluff says we'll find out that Wendy broke Danny's arm and blamed it on drunk Jack. What a bitch.
Oh, what a turn of events, man. Holy
Jesus.
shit.
What a twist.
Shelley Duvall really fucking cave in then.
Man, this is the first time we really see Tony, man.
Tony the Tiger.
It's creepy. Just this music that plays, man, while he's kind of looking in the mirror. And you know what? This actor did such a good job, Danny Lloyd.
Mhm.
He aged physically on set because this production took so long.
This is like a nightmare of my childhood. This
Yeah,
used to be
it's-
so fucking unsettling to me as a kid.
What, the Kool-Aid?
Yeah,
This is the
look at all
blood
that
pulling out of the
Kool-Aid.
elephant.
I know, buddy. Those fucking twins and all this GD blood.
And twins.
And twins.
I love.
I agree, though, man. I think that's one of the most just frightening, it's very random in the movie. Obviously, it's Tony kind of reaching out to Danny and making him show kind of how much blood the hotel's pretty much taken over the years, whatever, in layman's terms. But and it puts him into a coma. But it's dude, it's fucking scary, man.
Mhm.
Visually.
Dude, it's not going to be as scary as what we're about to see with Shelley Duvall here in a few minutes.
What, that ash?
Yeah, dude. The most freaking tense thing in the whole movie is wherever that ash is going to fall off the cigarette.
I know.
Veronica said Danny was truly a lucky child to land this part for sure.
Damn
Although I'm sure
right.
it was probably pretty intense.
Bet he's
He did
making
come-
trillions.
Dude, he's still doing the little finger thing like every day before chemistry. He's like,
Oh my god.
Let's go do some chemistry today.
No,
Yeah.
that's just Bob 7 horrible.
He did come back in the
Let me
role.
to tell you after show.
okay.
He came back in a cameo in Doctor Sleep at the baseball field.
Yeah, it's a baseball prospect. Or not a prospect, but like a scout or something. Well, that's an inappropriate question to ask a child.
I know.
Interesting.
Dr. Sleep was so good too, man.
Oh, dude,
I agree.
Possibly the greatest horror sequel of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was stellar the way that they were able to blend the two together and keep the
Make it its
original
own
Shining
thing. Yeah.
ending. Yeah,
Did you see the director's cut, the 3-hour cut of the movie? You seen that?
I did. Yeah,
Makes it
That's
so much
freaking-
better.
yeah.
It was already my favorite movie
And
from
the
2019.
Alex Esso, who played that version of Wendy, was fantastic. And
Mhm.
I can't remember the actor's name, but the guy who played Dick in Doctor Sleep was awesome.
Oh,
as well.
dude, the actress that played Wendy and Doctor Sleep actually was at a convention. I could have met her.
Really?
Yeah. I
She
just
did that
didn't.
movie
Starry Eyes.
Starry Eyes. Yeah. Starry Eyes.
That one was pretty crazy too, man.
Starry eyes.
It got
look
pretty bonkers, man.
the other way.
Yeah. It's like a sharp left turn there at the end.
Yes, it did for sure, dude. It was right up there with some of the greater left turns that we've seen lately.
I just don't know what it is necessarily, but like Shelley Duvall just kind of like has that like aura around her, but you can't help but smile at her, like really
Really?
like her.
Really?
Like she just has just something about her. Kind of like it's like an Anya Taylor-Joy. You don't know what it is about her, but she kind of has like that factor that makes her stand out.
Well, she's got all them teeth, but no
Which makes you
toothbrush.
hard and you can't place it.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay.
She's got those big eyes, man. Anya Taylor-Joy has big eyes like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, another timestamp, my man. Of course, we are at 15:32. 15:32. We're about to see the Ash of a lifetime.
Ash Ketchum right here.
Sitting here. Gory hasn't seen the director's cut of Doctor Sleep. Check it out, my man. Dude.
Yes,
it's
you
good.
did.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
It's broken up into chapters. It really feels
Kind of like how this
Uh,
movie was.
yeah, kind of like that. It really feels like a novel when you're watching it. It's really nice.
God, look at that thing already.
You can see it start to build.
You can't just help not like watch it,
I don't even smoke, but it makes me want a cigarette.
Brad.
Look how
All
much
right.
fun she's having, dude.
I'd rather you go back to chawing.
Look how much fun she's having.
I'd rather you go back to chawing.
I'm not smoking, Brett. I don't smoke. You know I don't smoke.
Not from the picture I have on my phone
Uh-oh.
Picture.
when we beat that ass against Alabama.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
a cigar, dude. That's a completely different. That's a whole. That's a
God, look at
completely
that
different
thing.
hair.
Oh, yeah.
How's that thing not falling?
That's a completely different experience right
Like
there.
Danny Lloyd needs to do a science experiment on this shit.
This is the moment
dude.
that he knew. He was like, damn, how is that not falling? I need to learn about
Did you ever
physics."
see that meme like where the ash gets longer and longer and longer?
This is probably the reason Jack Torrance wanted to leave her ass because she's leaving ashes all over the apartment.
Veronica says the ash is hypnotizing. And what's going on, Aaron Click? And Gory Tiger says, what's this streaming on? Unfortunately, this was on HBO Max, but the bastards took it off, so you have to rent it.
Which makes
Yeah,
me wonder if
unfortunately,
Doctor
man.
Sleep is still on there too.
I
It's probably gone.
hopefully it's on there, but I doubt it.
You know, this is a great scene of dialogue, though. This is really well done, though.
Mm-hmm. And
Nice
the reason we're
monologue.
talking so much is we've seen this movie so many times, we can pretty much know it at the back of our hand.
Yeah,
But
plus
yeah,
we just wanna-
absolutely, yeah. I mean, Shelley Duvall is killing it right here. That's why it was so strange to me. I mean,
That
I guess-
ash was killing it.
this really took that big of a toll on her because she was really good in this.
She was, man. Obviously, I mean, I don't condone the way that she was treated or anything like that, but the final
Mhm.
product was she was freaking fantastic. And I don't know how much of that was Kubrick giving her a hard time or how much of it was her own talent, on her own. But there's no denying she's fantastic in this movie, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I even think she's the MVP, to be honest with you. Like, I know a lot of people say it's Jack Nicholson, and rightfully so, but like Shelley Duvall, everything she's gone through, but still to put on a performance like that, like, I think that's honestly once in a lifetime.
Yeah, it's outstanding. And this is an interesting scene because this is, like I've said before, this is very different from the book. Jack, you can tell, just look at his eyes right now, man. He is totally just done with this family of his. He wants nothing to do with them.
You can see the little glimmer in the corner where he's like, should I stay on the road or should I drive off into oblivion?
Grand Theft Auto.
Killed Bambi. He should have got those fucking Callahan auto brake parts, and he would have been fine. But the brakes he has now, it's not good. But yeah, so he's already done with the fan. He's fed up. He's ready to get out of this. This hotel they're going to is really just what puts him over the edge. This is the final straw for him. It's just it's honestly just an excuse in the movie. I mean, at the end of the day, look how crazy he looks.
Yeah, but okay. Let me go
Saw it
ahead.
on television.
Well, actually, before I address that real quick, Jamie Hart's in the chat. What's going on? Saying I think The Shining might be my favorite movie of all time. Excellent
Touche.
choice.
It gets closer to me every time I watch it. It gets closer to me every time I watch it. I like it more and more and more.
Yeah, but let me go back to that real quick. Jack Nicholson, a lot of people, if they have a problem with this movie, they say that he's too crazy going into the movie, where he just need to be like more normal looking. And then, like, as the movie progresses, you see his freaking craziness build.
more
But
of a
it's kind of hard to
transformation.
believe that when he's already freaking looking crazy at the beginning, kind of looking like the Joker from Batman. And
Yeah,
then
man. I mean,
him evolve.
he's but he's crazy already. He's got something in him already that's just unsettled.
Hey,
And there's a
Chris,
lot of subtle clues.
have you ever seen a
throughout. That's
devil, or have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Many
the- about
times.
to.
We're talking about Jameson on a Saturday night.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've done it many
Fuck
times.
yeah.
There's a lot of clues in this movie, and that was kind of the first one where just Jack just honestly just doesn't want. He just doesn't. He feels his family holds him back. You know, it feels like it's more of it's a hindrance to him than anything. And if it weren't for his family, he would be a better person than he is. It's really him just thinking that they're the reason he keeps failing, but really it's him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the little bit of Stephen King coming through right there.
Yes, yeah, it is. Look how beautiful
at home,
this,
Nick.
this
Cover your ears
design.
real quick. Cover your ears real quick. Boom! It's Emily. What's going on, Emily? How are you doing?
Hello and welcome to the party.
Yeah, and Jamie brings up a good point too. Say there's a reason Jack is crazy at the beginning. He was fired from his job for drinking and being up a student of his. You know, that's
true.
a good possibility. And plus, he's gone without a drink for so long too. So, like, just that lack of not having the alcohol kind of makes could alter
Absolutely,
your
he needs his
personality.
medicine.
Yeah, freaking Miss Nansen, man. So actually, really good point. Like, good point, Jamie. And yeah, just figure out the alcoholism, like him not having the drink.
Medicine.
He's a mess, man. That shot a second ago, man, of the
Oh my god, Danny's horrible
tracking
at that game.
the tracking shot of the Colorado rounds just was fantastic. Really
Mhm.
soaking in that atmosphere. The first time we really see that room and how beautiful this hotel is
These two.
and the design. These fucking twins are here in the game room.
Twins, Brad. Twins.
This is the first time they show up.
Dude, did y'all see that story today that like once in a while a freaking couple, like their first set of twins, like they get the first set of twins,
Yeah.
and then later on she gets pregnant again and has another set of twins. So she has two sets of twins.
I mean,
That's a
I've
lot
heard
of
of it
twins,
before. Yeah.
Yeah, like it happened recently. It
Oh.
rarely happens. Anyways, that was completely random as fuck.
Didn't the Duggars do that like 117 times or something? They're like 213 and maybe one more.
Good Lord.
See that? The way Jack looks in that room and he says perfect for a child. He doesn't say perfect for Danny or perfect for her son. It's perfect for a child. That's just a show of his detachment for this kid.
Nice.
It's interesting. I saw that somewhere, but I can't remember where. But
Oh
it
damn!
was-
Emily has a friend. A friend of hers. Parents had 3 sets of twins. Holy
Good Lord.
shit!
that's 6.
Thanks, Brad.
Yeah.
If you need help with math, I got you,
Thanks.
buddy.
Thanks, Dennis.
I handled the
Quick
math on
math
the
there,
channel.
bud.
Yeah, man. How about this right here? Flamethrower said, "You guys are right about Jack holding himself back. Have you seen the horse shit that he writes?"
Yeah, and at one point that chat was talking about Popeye's chicken. I'm not sure what that was about.
Pope, yes.
Yeah, Popeyes. Love that chicken Popeyes.
Jamie Hart is here. She said she's a huge fan of the book as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I know we said that we had that comment earlier from her about him and the drinking and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, and she brought up a brand new point. I didn't know about this about the book. She's saying that the twins aren't even in the book. I didn't know that.
Really? Yeah. Well, Brad, you've read the book a couple times, haven't you?
I've read it once, and it's been a long time. I don't remember the details. I know Delbert Grady was real, and he murdered his family, but I don't even think there were supposed to be twins in the movie, because when Ullman's telling him about the kids that he murdered, he said, "Oh, he had a couple daughters. One's 8, one's 12, or they're 2 different ages." He throws out, but they end up popping up as twins. So, whatever, we're here for it.
Man, dude, I can't wait to freaking open that freaking whiskey down there.
My God, we'll do it.
There's Dick,
freaking bar right there. Oh, there's Dick. There's Dick.
Hey.
Another great fucking design is this room right here, man. This bar, this ballroom, man. This is timeless. This room right here is time. Anybody can see this and they know exactly where it's from.
Yeah, dude. And dude, that looks like an amazing setup for a poker tournament.
Yeah, you could put Bond right over there.
Name's Bond. James Bond.
I'm calling for a James Bond Jack Torrance crossover.
Man, 12 people watching The Shining with us right now, or just hanging out with us while we're watching The Shining, man. Thank you all so much. And again, thank you for 1K subscribers, too. This is the last of our couple of days of the month, celebrating our 1K celebration before we get into that real March Madness season, man.
Oh, dude, it's going to be epic as shit, man.
Yeah, I'm going to watch more 90s movies this weekend, so I'm freaking pumped.
What's been your favorite so far, man?
Which one?
Which one's been your favorite this
I'm going to be honest with you. I gave Titanic. I watched that for the second time ever, and I gave it a 5 out of 5. I couldn't find one damn thing wrong with the movie.
It's an amazing film.
You're so stupid, Rose.
You're so stupid, Rose.
It's always been one of my favorite movies. Honestly, I no problems
it's
with.
So fucking good. And I normally complain about runtime. I didn't care. I wanted more. I didn't know.
That's a story. Yeah. And that's a story that deserves a long runtime. It's a fantastic story.
Right. Oh, and Mia's in the house saying, "Yo, Brad, 6 shirts."
Hey, much appreciated, man. We got Pennywise the Dancing Clown on here, man.
Yeah, so thank you, Mia, for hanging out with us. Hopefully you can stay a while.
Now let me talk about Chris here.
Do you like lamb?
First 2 hours.
Hell yeah. I love lamb.
He said the first 2 hours is what's wrong with that movie. The third hour is fun as hell, though. As a kid, dude, I always went straight to the second VHS and just watched the ship go down. I didn't care anything.
God, what a heartless bastard you are,
dude!
Actually, as a kid, I started with the scene where she gets drawn naked, and then I finished it out from there.
Draw me like one of your French girls, Jack.
I started with that scene too, and then oddly enough, I never even watched anything else. No, it really it's a great movie, man. It really is.
Yeah, and freaking there's a convention I plan on going to, and they already asked or already have Billy Zane going to be there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the evil prick in Titanic.
Yeah.
He's
also
there,
the Mummy
and Tara Reid too.
Tara Reid.
Yeah, from the freaking blonde girl from American Pie.
Yeah,
she's going to be there too.
The completely botched Hooters.
Yeah,
nice.
She's from Big Lebowski.
Yeah. Said she was coming.
Oh, yeah.
She said she was coming to dinner, and then the dad left. We need to do American
$1,000.
Here's the scene with Dick and Danny starting to shine together for the first time, and just that score, that swelling score.
More fucking Kool-Aid.
And
I just
Tang,
noticed
baby.
more Kool-Aid.
And yeah, don't forget about the Tang, dude. The Tang's what's critical here. It's just eerie, man. This pantry always makes me jealous, though.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it kind of like if you're claustrophobic, like that kitchen or that storage room right now is not a good thing.
That music that plays, that swelling score. I know it's kind of just to kind of hint at The Shining, that connection between Dick and Danny, but it's also a bit of foreshadowing too. When Jack is, that's going to be such a critical part later in the movie when they're walking through there. And you can't help to think about that when you rewatch this movie, that when they're walking through there and it's playing that music, it's just a creepy, eerie feeling.
Yeah, it is too. And yeah, Chris, who the fuck is Jim Cameron?
Jim Cameron is the director of Titanic.
No, that's James Cameron.
Oh, they
I'm asking Chris Snyder here who Jim Cameron is.
Oh, yeah, same guy, man.
James
They
is
call
Jim.
They call him, yeah, James and Jim, yeah.
No, that one has an A and one has an I.
Yeah, but it's the same. It's like Bill
Jim
and William.
is short for James.
Well, that's
It's like Bill and
stupid.
William, and Dick
Hey,
and Richard. It's
Kind
the
of like
same
Birdie
thing.
is short for Bretman.
Yeah.
I'm fucking out here.
He said, in terms of technicality, it's Jim Cameron, and you can't go wrong with him. He nails every aspect of the filmmaking, and just not a fan of the contents of the film until the iceberg hits. Yeah, man. I mean, that's fair, man. It's not for everybody. I dig the character development. I dig the love story. I'm good with it. I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, the effects, aside from some of the CGI that gets thrown in with the people walking on deck, the practical effects in that movie are, I mean, they still hold up. They're I always say dick. They hold up today.
But no, yeah, just Titanic. I just couldn't find one thing wrong with it, no matter how hard I tried. So it was an instant golden reel, and I feel like it could possibly be a what's that term? A Cinderella story in the real March Madness tournament. Because if you could believe it or not, last time I checked, I think it was either a 7 or a 10 seed.
Wow, really?
Yeah, but really that also tells you how stacked this tournament is.
A Cinderella streak, almost like Raising Arizona from last year.
I fucking hate you. You're lucky. I love that. I really like the Big Lebowski. You're lucky about that.
Chris is
you're over the line.
Oh God, you scared the hell out of me.
For the bracket again, right, Chris?
I missed the whole thing, man. He ripped this out of my ear.
Sorry, I shoved him.
Scared the hell out of me.
You're going to join us for the bracket this year, yeah?
As far as I know, yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
And we're going to do all the tournament in one night.
Grab your fucking brews.
Need a lot of beer, but yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to need your help, guys.
Oh, yes, for sure.
No.
Oh.
Succession's ending after season 4.
Oh.
Is it?
That's what I just read that, yeah.
Well, you know what, dude? I would rather end early, properly, than keep going and ruin shit, you know?
Like Supernatural.
Yeah, exactly. In a lot of shows.
Dexter
Fluff said that Jim Cameron was Ace Ventura and the Master Silly Beast.
Alrighty then. Oh, Chris Snyder says fake news. That's wrong.
About what?
About what you said. About Succession.
Oh. I don't know. I just got another thing.
Like, Chris, is that what you were talking? Or Snyder? It was Dan.
Surely it's got to be something.
We got. All right, one of the Chris's has to leave, so I could go Snyder or no, he's talking about Ace Ventura.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Alrighty then.
Hey, Chris, while you're on that noodle ordering app, can you just send some over here too?
Yeah, Bubby.
Cool.
Oh man. But no, Jamie Hart said if you haven't seen Titanic on the big screen and the opportunity comes up, do it. I saw it in theater when it came out, and it was unforgettable.
Dude, that was a goal.
If I remembered how good it was, I would have so jumped on that opportunity. I wouldn't care if I'm the only single guy on Valentine's Day watching Titanic.
You could have took Fernando.
Well, I could have taken Fernando and then could have gotten some popcorn and
Well, I mean, you could have taken Aaron because you guys went and saw where the crawfish sing last year, or the crawdads or whatever together.
Hey, we were okay. His wife was there. It didn't count. But it's not a bad movie though. I love Daisy Edgar-Jones. I think she's going to be the next big things.
Was she also in Fresh?
Yes.
She was.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Under the Banner of Heaven.
And Steve Sebastian or Stan Sebastian.
Steve Sebastian.
Fucking A. We got Jim Cameron. We got Steve Sebastian. And we got even freaking Fauci Cinema in here. Like, all hell's breaking
loose. Look at this, dude. I was about to say, this sexy bastard's in here. He's saying, I love getting some good real up inside of him. Yeah, you're here. There's 3 of them, too.
Yeah,
so
man.
it's exciting.
3 better than
all
1.
3. Yeah.
Just
3-way.
breaking through barriers, man.
So anyway, back to The Shining. We're here, Dick and Danny are talking. This is that scene where they're eating ice cream together. They're having a good time. This scene, I remember I watched the commentary for this, which unfortunately, obviously didn't have Kubrick in it. It had the director of photography and I think somebody else. But they
That's
said this
random.
scene alone, this
Kubrick doesn't.
dialogue, this little bit of dialogue, nothing too crazy. It was like 127 takes they did, which speaks volumes to why this production took over a year. Just this one scene, 127 takes with two characters and a little bit of dialogue. And that's just how important this scene was to Kubrick. And every scene, he wanted perfection. He expected perfection. And
I think it's like it got worse and worse with each movie that he made. It was like, yeah, because Barry Lyndon, wasn't like known as a troubled production or anything. And then as time went on, they got here. And then by the time that like his last movie, Eyes Wide Shut, it took like over a year, 2 years, something like that.
Eyes wide shut, moving to my brain.
Imagine this as an editor, Chris. You're sitting here, you get 150 takes for every scene in the movie, and they're saying, "Hey, put this shit together." I mean, what are you going to do with that many takes?
Right, real quickly. Sorry, this is beautiful sound design right here.
Quit.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
and you know what?
Watch it. It gets on the carpet.
It's good. He's riding his trike around. Yeah, it's fantastic. And this, Flanagan actually took this audio from the movie, put it into Dr. Sleep whenever they're driving up to that campground for that trap they set for the True Dot.
Oh, badass.
When they go over the bridge, when Danny's actually driving the actual car and he's going over the bridge to go into that campground, they take this audio, they tinker with it a little bit, obviously, so it sounds like a car. But dude, I thought it was kind of cool that he did that.
Dude, it's cool shit like that I just love movies about.
Yeah, and especially when it comes to stuff like this and these sequels many years down the road and the love that they have for the original, the content whenever they put that sequel together. It's really nice, man. And this scene is great too. This is I know I did a video a while ago about the mirrors in this movie and how important they are. This is a scene, this entire scene you're seeing Jack, he's in the mirror there. And it's basically just the duality of this movie, man. You got the good version of Jack, you got the bad version of Jack. It's really interesting stuff, and it's an interesting shot choice. I love it. It's creepy, it's weird.
Well, homie, it's 11:30, and you're serving this prick like breakfast.
Shit, yeah, breakfast at 11:30. I love it.
You stayed up late writing, Brett, man.
Whatever,
and it
man.
Just zooms in. And it's kind of like, at first you can tell it's a mirror, but it zooms in so far that now it just looks like Jack. And now you're kind of losing that sense of realism, which version of Jack we're actually looking at here. So it's cool, man. The tricks they did with these mirrors is fantastic. And we'll see later that.
How do you not see the camera, though, if you're like shooting through the mirror? Because that's like one of our biggest things we're dealing with, like shooting skits. It's those damn mirrors, man.
It's angled.
These guys are fucking professionals too, Bertie.
Well, God, look at that undercooked bacon. That's undercooked bacon. It's not crunchy. We all love bacon level 4 over 6. 4 out of 6.
He's dipping it right in the egg juice too, which is exactly what you want to do.
Oh yeah, you got to. That's a perfect sop technique. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God. All right, Chris, you need to read this right here.
And you notice too, we see Wendy. It doesn't do. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey,
it's cool.
Sorry, he was reading Chad's comment in the chat going, God damn. All right, sorry, Brad. I'll quit interrupting.
Oh, Chad is back, man. I'm happy to see Chad. Pumped up and Jack.
Oh, yeah.
And Aaron said he eats breakfast that late all the time. I do too. I like breakfast any time of the day. I'd go eat it right now.
Heck yeah. Oh, dude, speaking of freaking problems on set, this freaking typewriter, man.
Look at this beautiful ass Colorado lounge. How symmetrical it is. This is better than the nipple placement in Friday the 13th. This is perfect symmetry right here.
Those are fighting words right there. No, you're right.
And this is good too because it shows Jack. He's out here instead of writing his novel. He's throwing a damn bowl at the wall. He's procrastinating. And eventually he's going to end up blaming his family for this failure. It's his own decision. He's in there fucking throwing this ball around, not writing his book.
He was just taking a break.
The maze is by far one of my favorite parts of this whole thing.
Especially the shot like from the top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And that was not in the book either. The maze was not in the book.
But it's a perfect addition to the movie, though.
And the maze wasn't even on the set of the hotel. Like they didn't. It wasn't actually in the same location.
Guys, see, we get another great score here too. Dude, I would love to own this score or this like the sound of this movie on vinyl.
It'd be pretty awesome.
Chris Snyder says, can we just take a second to appreciate how great Ready Player One captured the atmosphere and the eerie tones of this movie in that segment of that film? Dude, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was so fucking cool, dude.
My favorite scene of the movie, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Except for when Chucky showed up at the end.
Little bastard.
No, but it was the best scene of that movie for sure. I need to watch that again. I haven't seen it since it came out. He's still bouncing this ball around. They've been in that maze for hours.
Yo! Yeet! Look at him, dude. And he's doing this sober. I mean, like, I could see, like, after a couple Jamesons, I could definitely see myself doing something like this. But sober, I'm not so sure.
You think you can figure that maze out after a couple Jamesons?
All you gotta do is just do the secret of go right.
I don't
God,
know
look
about
at
that.
I love this shot.
Look at how did they do this? I gotta know.
I think they said it in the commentary, but I can't remember. It was very technical.
It's so beautiful, dude. So juicy, dude.
Juicy, bro.
It is a pretty intense maze, man. I could see yourself getting in the middle of that and never getting out.
Oh, I would easily get lost.
Veronica. The book had topiary animals instead of the maze. Yes, and they started moving whenever nobody was looking, and it was kind
Really?
of creepy. Yeah, it was. They were good. They were solid. It was like Edward Scissorhands was out there fucking cutting up shapes and shit. He did that. It was really corny in that. I don't know if Veronica, if you've seen that miniseries from the '90s, it was really corny in that when they tried to do it, but it could work. I mean, it's still pretty scary. Chris said, "Why isn't this maze part of the Universal Horror Nights? That would be perfect." Or
Great
the
fucking
Overlook
point.
2. I guess probably because
That
this
is
was
a-
Warner Brothers, right?
That's a big ass can of fucking beans.
No, that's not beans. That's
What is
freaking.
it?
That's like the cocktail fruit thing. You know, you get at like schools and stuff. It's like
Wait
fruit
a second.
salad.
Zoom in on it. That's not fruit cocktail. That's beans.
No, it's not
Greens,
beans.
potatoes, tomatoes. I don't know.
Greens,
Well, she was
beans,
covering it up.
potatoes, tomatoes.
And I know I've said this many times. I went to a bar one time, and I can't remember. I want to say it was in Chicago. I can't recall. But their flooring is that carpet.
Dude,
That's freaking awesome, man.
The orange carpet there, yeah.
I wanted to
Nothing
get
else in
for
there
our
is like
movie,
Shining themed. Maybe it's in Asheville. It's either in Asheville or Chicago, but the floor has that carpet, but it's or it looks like that at the very least. But I don't think anything else in there is like Shining themed. It's just the floor. Still pretty awesome.
It's Warner Brothers. Chris thinks they allow different studio films to be in there. I don't know about that for sure. Honestly,
I don't
You might
think
be
so
right.
either. It has to be like because Blumhouse is Universal, and most of the things at Horror Nights is by Blumhouse.
Yeah, I know they've had Insidious, they've had Black Phone, they've had.
I heard they're doing Chucky this year. Like they're doing
What? They
Chucky
did
and The
do-
Last of Us this year. So actually, that might be true. Like there might be on to something because they are doing a Last of Us theme.
That's true. He did
for
say
Horror
Hogwarts
Nights this
has
year.
Universal has Hogwarts, and that's Warner Brothers. That's true.
Right. Okay,
That's a good
so
point.
we have a point there.
237, baby. Go on in.
You get to see
No,
that. You
don't
get
do
to
it.
see the freaking landing of the moon in there. The real
Don't do it,
footage.
Danny.
The real story. Dude, Brad, we need to do the real story of Room 237.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, man.
Or no, like just the whole astronaut thing.
Well, there's actually. I mean, it'd be cool. There's a lot of things you could talk about with Room 237, man.
Dude, even though have you watched by the way, have you watched the documentary about Room 237?
No, I haven't.
Which
been
is
able
like
to
the
find
Shining
it.
documentary by the fan, like that was made
I've
by
probably seen it
fans.
by- Yeah,
I haven't seen that.
I've heard it's fantastic. I haven't watched it yet, though.
I heard it was one of the best movie documentaries out there.
Yeah,
Even though I'm not sure how you beat Friday the 13th.
Bacon Pew Pew is here, man. Says there's 2 Bretmans. Holy shit!
Wait, is there?
What?
Oh man, Yeah, I said, damn, come man, are you going to order something down there?
Well, I tried to order the noodles and the fuckers, it took too long. And they came back and said, oh, we can't give you the noodles. The store's closing. So I was looking at something else. I'm just going to end up fucking drinking my calories.
Get
Dude,
Taco
you're
Bell,
gonna
man. They're
be
always open.
fucked up.
Probably,
Hey, man,
yeah.
this is
Taco
this is
Bell?
the first time we see crazy ass
Taco
Jack
Bell?
right here,
No, I'm
man.
just saying you Taco Bell.
You're buying.
Wait, you buying?
And how about now? Fuck, what's it? Oh, Roy Munson. How about now, Roy? Are you still drinking? No, I gave that up probably, 10, 15 years ago. Why, you buying?
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I just realized something noticed something about that scene. You know how the music was building as he was typing and Shelly was getting closer to him, and then as soon as she interrupted him, the music stopped.
Mhm.
It's kind of like a
Yes.
trance of his was broken.
Oh, definitely.
true.
Yeah,
The
he was
way
in
he
the middle
throws
of his
that-
work.
Yeah, the way he throws that paper up too. And again,
Yeah.
it's always super eerie on rewatch. That's one thing that's great about this movie is the rewatchability and the way that it gets better every time you watch it. When she walks up to him with that crazy music playing, we know he's typing all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And that's just eerie, man. That's just creepy. And then you add in the fact that this is the first time you really see Jack kind of off his marbles, lose his marbles. This is such an effective moment, and they did multiple takes of this. Some where Jack was a completely likable person, and obviously they decided not to go that route, and I'm glad they didn't because this just makes you feel uncomfortable.
Dude, and well, I know why he was so angry. They keep on freaking switching out his freaking typewriter machine, man.
Yes, that too, and making him eat cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, dude, the freaking cheese sandwiches is what really pushed him over the edge. Because if anybody knows Jack Nicholson, he hates cheese sandwiches, and he was forced it.
They made him eat cheese sandwiches. I don't know this.
Yeah,
story.
they treated Shelley Duvall like crap, and Shelley Duvall, why don't you treat Jack like shit? Well, we have been treating him like shit. We've been feeding him cheese sandwiches. No verbal abuse or anything like that, just cheese sandwiches.
He's like, if I've eaten a goddamn cheese sandwich.
No, literally, that's how he was.
Really?
Like, he was getting so pissed off, like they don't think they will feed the
That would,
fucker.
like,
It's
be
so
like-
that build up his insanity. Like Stanley Kubrick was a freaking prick who would never be working today, but during this time, he was a fucking genius.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I could get behind that because if they made me eat like cucumber sandwiches all the time,
Or me, freaking Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches, but with pickle, I will lose my shit.
Are you kidding me? You can't get past the
I
pickle.
fucking hate pickle.
Jesus.
You're talking about a rock star, Brady. That's a rock star of a sandwich.
No, it's not. Like pickles, nuh-uh. All you need is just a plain chicken sandwich and just add pepper jack cheese to it. Oh, I'm about to do the Leah point. Hey.
I'll bathe in pickle.
The scene, dude.
Right
Holy
here.
shit. Oh.
Dude, and the music, how it builds, man. Like, dude, so fucking scary. And dude, you can even see him drool even too.
Yeah, she has she's got him pissed off.
Oh, I thought he was drooling. There was a scene where he drools. Oh, it's when he was having that nightmare.
That
that's
is just
creepy.
fucking eerie, dude. Holy shit. But it's funny at the same time.
Yeah.
Damn, Bacon, he's saying Saxby's over Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
Let's not get too silly about it, man.
No,
I like
Saxby's is very
damn.
damn good, and their crinkle fries are delicious if they're perfect. But man, Chick-fil-A consistency.
You can't touch the waffle fries. Yeah, you can't touch the waffle fries.
Oh,
And plus,
Jamie
yes,
Hart
you're
just
right,
became
Brady.
one of my new favorite people. Pickles do not belong on chicken.
Oh wow.
Oh no, come
My
on.
I'm
Pickles
not gonna fight it. I'm just saying I could eat pickles on
I
anything.
kick your ass.
I can eat pickles for hours, man.
Well, that's just my imagination, me kicking your ass.
Jar,
But
remember-
you'll just
Chris, remember the time you ate that whole jar of pickles? You're on the shitter for a week.
I did that.
No, but you told
Yeah,
me
sure.
You read that.
You
read that
I don't
poem
remember
about
it.
it,
I'm
though.
not saying I didn't do it.
You read that poem about it, though. I remember that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude.
God.
I'll still read that. Go back to jar of pickle many time. Life-giving jar of pickle. Yeah.
Even Chris Snyder says pickles don't belong on anything. My man.
Wow, man. I didn't realize there were so many pickle haters out there.
I love.
I mean,
pickles, man.
I could take them or leave them, but I'm just saying they don't bother me.
Oh, well, Brother Fluff, I don't freaking blame you on that one. Saxby's wins, but my buddy owns 2 of them, and I eat there for free. I think he were trying to say eat there for free.
It's for free, so that's kind of nice. I like that. For free.
Dude,
is
I
good.
would go somewhere if it was for free.
I'd get Chick-fil-A for free on the rig.
Okay, Chris, I think you can answer this one. Veronica says I'm Canadian, and I want to know, is In-N-Out Burgers good?
Yes,
Shit's
it's
good.
phenomenal.
Because we're
Yes,
about to
it is.
actually get one in East Tennessee while Whataburger's going to Nashville.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I've had In-N-Out a couple times. Brad?
Yeah, dude, it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really good.
I'm
We're-
actually
we're th-
I'm a big fan. I like Freddy's a lot too, man. It's a new establishment down here.
Oh,
Well, it's
dude,
been
we
here for a
have
few
one
years,
in
but-
Lenore City. I need to go to that.
Freddy's is
I
really
think it's-
good. I mean, In-N-Out's a little bit better. It's probably, in my opinion, yeah, the best fast. Well, in terms of burgers, the best fast food burger you can get. I think it.
Oh, yeah.
I liked it a lot. Yeah.
Man, one of the best things I ever loved. What have you ever heard of K's? Like K's ice cream, Brett? Have you heard about K's?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
They must not have had them up there.
Are you
But-
sure there's?
No, I swear to God, there was one. But Brad, real quickly, have you heard of K's?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, dude, best burger and fries right there. And never mind, we got to deal with the twins.
The
This is it, man.
twins.
This is also the
Um,
scene that was in Twister,
Come play with.
Yes.
Yeah.
which also fucking startled the hell out of me because that movie scared the shit out of me when I was like 7 or 8.
Yeah, because I hate tornadoes.
I
so
know,
I'm the
me
same
too.
way.
I love
It's
Twister,
like a
though.
double whammy. If it's not enough to be scared of the storms and have to fucking deal with this shit in there.
Play with us, Daddy.
And a storm ripping this scene off the fucking screen. Yeah, it was fucking
Yeah.
good. Dude, yeah, but right before this is brutal, by the way. This is like the most blood we see in the movie, of course. It's doing these really quick shots of the twins in the hallway and seeing them murdered. And Danny's freaking out, rightfully so, because it's scary as shit. But right before this, we really started to get this sense of isolation because it's starting to snow. It's really thick out there. Shelley Duvall was just calling the local rangers and shit. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, the phone lines are down and you're pretty much up there alone, but we'll check back in with you later. Nobody can really get to you. So
Bring
that really just
isolation.
sets up the isolation. We've already seen Jack kind of go off the rails a little bit. It's all building up to this epic scene in the gold room here in a little bit where we're going to just really get terrified for how crazy he is and how isolated Shelley Duvall is and how she has nowhere to go. We're going to get to that here shortly. But this scene right here is fucking epic too.
Toby, just call him Dick.
Dun, 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 dun.
But yeah, back to the burger conversation real quick. I know Chris knows this one, Pals.
I've heard of Pals. Never had it.
No, never heard of it.
What do you mean you've never heard of it? It's
Pal-
in fucking Oak Ridge.
Pals?
Yeah. It's that freaking teal building with the freaking burger and the hot dog.
They have one up in Johnson City.
Wait, what?
Oh, Johnson City. That's what I'm thinking of, not Oak Ridge.
I was like, what are we talking about here? Pals?
Yeah, PALS.
I saw it when we went to Frightmare Manor up there.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
And also, when every time we have a scrimmage at a game, we always had our parents like freaking go for the drive-through at Pals and order us a burger.
they still have that thing at Frightmare where you like if you lay in a coffin with a snake and eat a Carolina Reaper, they'll give you $100 or something.
No, but I want.
They'll give you your ticket back.
Oh,
They give
okay.
you a
So
ticket.
$25.
Oh well, fuck it. No,
Bacon needs a
I'm not
poll,
gonna-
Brett, man. He needs a poll.
We already got a poll in the chat right now.
Well, I think
But
we're talking
okay,
about
I'll do it for
pickles.
bacon.
For pickles.
Let me see how the poll's going real quick, Chris. Sorry, I'm blocking the movie real quick.
Well, go ahead. You need to do that because I need to go get a beer anyways.
All right, he's taking a beer break, so I'm.
Now we're talking.
All right.
We'll have a blowout.
Okay, Brett. Yeah, we can end this poll. We had 26 votes, so this is good enough. So we have 58% of people said they love this movie. 38 say they like this movie. 4% say they dislike this movie, and 0% say they hate this movie.
How many percent disliked it?
Do what?
How many percentage liked it? Disliked it?
3%.
Oh, okay.
So that's actually not bad out of 26 people.
No, it's not too bad at all, man. I
But
thought
here,
yeah.
let me create this. So, are you team pickle?
I guess
Yes.
we should probably talk to Shining a little bit more.
No.
This is
Yeah,
the scene.
no, we do need to. Sorry.
Danny comes back into the main bedroom. And Jack's just sitting there in the bed looking up. And this scene is so uncomfortable because, again, it's the second time we see the whole scene pretty much. You see that? Look at this.
The
There's
mirrors,
two shots
man.
of Jack. There's two shots of Jack. There's one in the mirror. There's one right here. And even the one in the mirror looks like the full Jack. It's got the jeans over that chair and shit. It looks like there's legs and everything there. It's literally saying to you, hey, we're about to get two versions of Jack here. And it's just fucking crazy. And which one are we going to get? We're going to find out here soon. But
I love
these,
which one's the real one? Which one's the fake?
Which one's like, are we going to get the good Jack or are we going to get the bad Jack? What's it going to be? It's just epic. And the way this is so uncomfortable, the way look how Danny's face. He's like, what the fuck am I doing right here, man? I don't need to be here. He doesn't want to be there. He just wants his fire truck.
Or question, is that actually Danny or is that Toby?
Tony.
Or Tony. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Paranormal Activity right now.
No.
Could that be Tony?
So Tony comes in here in a little bit. Once the red rum stuff starts, that's Tony. That's Tony taking over Danny's body, essentially.
Just to protect
this right
him.
here. Yeah, exactly. This is Danny, and this is really, as creepy as it is, this is one of the most vulnerable moments we see from Jack this whole movie at the same time. Him trying to talk to his son and try to be caring. But again, you can see just looking at his face, he just doesn't really care. He doesn't. He's trying to. He's trying to express that, that love, that fatherism. Fatherism. But he just, if you look into his eyes as an actor, as a character here, you can see he doesn't care. He really doesn't. He's so detached.
And this is like, from my memory, this is like the last time we actually see somewhat of Jack, like the normal Jack, before all hell breaks loose.
100%. Yeah, this is the last time. This is the one and really only time we see Jack trying to show some love and trying to be a little bit vulnerable. But it just comes off as just creepy and weird, man.
Yeah, dude, exactly. And Veronica says Danny is terrified. Yeah, he absolutely is. And you could kind of tell. And Danny really honestly doesn't have to say a word because he's just shown it through his eyes and his mannerisms.
And we're all a little creeped out right now just because we see that Jack's going off the deep end.
Yeah, it's like we're standing right there. Like we're like legit, like where the camera is watching this.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Definitely. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a big question.
Look at his face too.
Look, dude, he's like he's even thinking about it. Like, is he on to me or like?
There's a scene coming up later that's honestly so terrifying. It's a very subtle thing. After Jack and Wendy get into a tiff here in a little bit, I think it's after Danny gets hurt and he storms out of the room. He stares right at the camera, which is kind of into Danny's room, and it's just like, I'm about to go fucking murder this kid as he walks out of the fucking room, and it's pretty freaky. It's coming up here in a little bit. We'll try to point it out if we remember it.
Exactly. And plus, did you actually know right before he answers the question, he kind of asks Danny, like, did your mother put that kind of thoughts in your head? Like trying to find someone to blame.
Exactly, dude.
Wednesday.
Here's that scene about the Apollo.
Oh yeah.
This scene. Trying
to stretch out my back real quick.
I haven't seen Room 237 yet, but this is where they kind of break down one of the conspiracy theories that Stanley Kubrick was behind the moon landing. Conspiracy? Yeah, conspiracy. But yeah, so this is he's wearing this Apollo 11 shirt. He's obviously what looks like a run, not a runway, but a place where spaceships lift off, a landing pad, a fucking launch pad. Thank you,
dude. Yeah, I just now noticed that.
Him standing up signifies obviously that ship lifting off the ground because he's wearing it on his shirt. And then he walks to room 237, which is, the moon is approximately 237,000 miles away from Earth.
What the fuck?
It's an interesting theory. It is very interesting.
Dude, just when you say the kind of one that patterns on the carpet being the landing pad, like the pad for the spaceship, dude, never realized that before. And this is why I love The Shining. You can always find something new with this movie.
Every time. It doesn't matter how familiar
Even
you
the
are with
Kool-Aid on top of the refrigerator. Like again, you just
it. And now 237's open. He's got to go in, right? This is the room. This is the one room as a kid he was told not to go in there. And what do you do as a kid? If somebody tells you not to go in somewhere, you're going in somewhere. And here he is going in there. We're about to find out what happens. And now, Birdie, here's the boiler room. This plays an important part of the book, but what I will say is how they were able to recreate this room in Doctor Sleep was really fucking awesome. This room
fucking
right here.
genius. Like how they did that whole thing at the end was freaking genius too, man. Dude, I'll even be honest with you, it even gave me a little tear.
It did, man. It was epic, man. It brings you right back to this setting, this little room that we get in this movie for just a half a second. Although it's a critical part of the movie. This boiler, or in the book, this boiler is everything with the book. This whole thing, Jack has this whole thing where he has to, fucking reduce the pressure on the boiler every night so it doesn't fucking explode, essentially. And that's what the whole book, the kind of the ending of the book is wrapped around.
Oh, dude, here you go, man. You're about to see freaking drooling Jack right here having a nightmare.
And this scene is just psychologically scary too, where he's sitting there having this dream. A lot of, I would say, inferior directors would show you what he's dreaming. They would show some kind of crazy kill scene, something like that. Him chopping up his family with an axe, him waking up in fear. We don't do that here. We just see his reaction and Wendy running through the hotel and him telling her about the dream.
Dude, it's all theater of the mind.
Yes.
God, man. And who can pull off a scene like this? Freaking Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, look at that face, that reaction, dude. He just saw something terrifying, and we don't know what it is. We have to put it in our mind.
You just missed Jack having a freaking dream about the freaking twins. And the twins had a surprise. And twins. Yeah, man.
Look how brutal that
That's
dream
scary
sounds.
as fuck.
Like,
Like,
we just have to put it in our mind.
Yeah, what if like a family member of yours, Brad, like freaking had a terrible nightmare and they explained that to you? Like, how would you react?
And this is kind of one of the few times in this movie you can almost see Jack as a victim of the hotel. Him trying to see him actually falling victim to the hotel and how scared he is of that. One little scene of vulnerability from him here that we don't see too often. He's obviously the villain of this story, but this is one scene where you can kind of see where he's feeling the effects of everything kind of hitting him.
Yeah, freaking Danny had an effect at the Overlook Hotel as well.
Jamie said, I didn't even notice this. When he says, "I killed you," he looked directly into the camera, totally bone chilling. I hate it when he does that. It freaks me out, man. She also said that they talked about how when he puts the key in the door, it resembles the moon room. Cool. I didn't know that.
Okay.
I'm really looking forward. I need to watch that documentary.
Danny had a rough one-night stand.
He did, dude, and you know what? I'm so glad. Again, we didn't see what actually happened to Danny. We just see him walking in here, sucking on his thumb with these marks on his neck. It's up to the audience to determine what happened to him. It could have been
great
Jack.
makeup effect too, like with the neck.
Yes.
No,
this is the fucking best.
That's me every time I get yelled at home. We don't know in the movie. In the novel,
he do that to him, Fo?
Well, in the novel, in the novel, it explains what happens to Danny. In the miniseries, it explains what happens to Danny. Here, it doesn't. He just goes into the room. It cuts to this. It could have been Jack. We don't know that. I mean, it's a possibility. It could have been a different. The times could be messing with us a little bit.
BRB.
Cool. It's nice.
It's time to get a drink.
Oh yeah.
Now he's lost.
Closed. Get us a couple of couple ice cubes.
Now he's been accused of battery, and this
is it, man. He's giving in. He's letting the fucking hotel take over now. Thank you, good sir.
Slow night, huh, Chris?
It'll pick up.
Hey, we gotta get
I
that
know I
freaking-
said it. I
Uh-oh.
said it in the Dr. Sleep review when we did it, but when Danny Torrance walks down that hallway to this room in Dr. Sleep, the mirror from Oculus is in that hallway back there, which is a really cool little addition that Flanagan did.
Hell yeah. Dude, Brad, you gotta get you a drink ready, man.
I got one. I don't have any whiskey on me, but I'm going to do the next best thing.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, what a bitch.
It's
You went and drink a freaking White Russian
What's
and
the what?
drank the Big Lebowski, and now we got this shit.
What's
Hey, I had the fucking norovirus, Birdie.
The what virus?
Self-diagnosed.
All right, when are we taking this swig?
We've all been there.
Yeah, man. It's that he gets the next good thing, freaking Tennessee special. Jack
This
Daniels.
is also me every time I get yelled at home.
I'd give my goddamn soul for a sip of beer.
Hi, Lloyd. Slow night, isn't it? Do it.
Oh, how creepy is that, man?
I love this fucking guy, man.
Hey, you got something on your back there, buddy? Jimmy the old boy?
And then he finds out he doesn't here in a second.
I know. I've been there before too.
Your money is no good here, Mr. Torrance. Hey, look what we got here.
You know what? As good as this scene is, and obviously it's still superior, I think they did such a good job with this in Doctor Sleep too. This bar scene between
that's like
Danny
one
and
of the best
Jack.
scenes in the movie.
Dude, it's so good, and that's what sold Stephen King on being on board with that movie too. It's just that little addition there, which obviously wasn't in the book.
The look on his face.
That's swell. I like you, Lloyd. All right, Chris, when are we taking this swig?
I'll take it right now.
All right, here.
Golly, man.
Or
Here we go.
Portland,
This
Oregon,
is
for
really
that
stout.
matter.
Here we go. Ooh, good lord, that was pretty smooth.
Dude, it is smooth.
I like
Dude,
that.
did you just feel it go down your freaking like whole body just now?
Mm.
Right, you're
good
missing
stuff.
some good shit right here.
I know. I
You
wish
got
I was there. Damn it! Remember that time we did 3 dudes, 1 couch?
Yep.
Or well, technically we have 4 dudes
Well,
on
yeah.
one couch.
We did 2 versions of that.
Over there, we got freaking Fernando.
Oh yeah.
Fernando, come over here. You little bastard. Say hi to all the cool cats and kittens. All right, get the fuck out of here.
Chris is here. He said,
Bella.
"Knock at the Cabin hit digital this week, worth a blind buy. In short, for me, my favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie in a long time. It depends on how much it is. I wouldn't spend $20 on it.
$20
but,
is what it is.
Yeah, I would wait. Wait for it to go on sale.
agreed.
It'll go on
I
sale.
would wait for
$10 at
streaming,
some
but
point.
And it's Universal too, so I'm sure Peacock will show it here in a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
of months.
Yeah, probably.
but yeah, it's
Or if it goes
it's-
on sale, $10. It's a good movie.
It's a
not
good
worth
10
it.
yeah.
It's a great $10 movie, but I agree with you. Do not do $20 right now. Cocaine Bear, that'll be a $20 buy.
have you seen it already?
Well,
You seen
it came out today.
Yeah,
so
I was
I'm
gonna say.
seeing it tomorrow.
I wanted
I
to
love
get to
the son
couple
of a
questions
bitch.
here.
Oh yeah, Brad. This is where he goes in the background of like what happened with his arm and Danny's arm and everything.
That's fantastic. And again, he's blaming other people for this. It's
Mhm.
good. He's blaming his wife. even. It's very interesting. Jamie Hart here. Kubrick wanted to blur the line between going crazy and supernatural effects of the hotel, so they weren't as clear as if it's the hotel or just Jack. And I like that. I like the ambiguity, and I think somebody else said that. Aaron Click said that. I like the ambiguity of it all, right above you there. Totally agree, my man. Totally agree.
Mm-hmm. I'm not the biggest bourbon fan, but I really do enjoy this drink.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. It's pretty smooth.
Good. Like somebody suggested that to me when I bought it for you.
Really? Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
I went through a lot of work to get that for you.
That's a good one, man. I like it a lot.
Good.
There was another comment here.
It's not. Pull up the one where Snyder just asked, if we ever go to the Stanley Hotel, we want a video.
Damn right.
Well, we came really close to going there. We were planning out a trip. We went to Vegas a couple years ago, and right before we went to Vegas, we were thinking about going to Denver. And Brad and I were like, "Well, if we're gonna go to Denver, we have to go to the Stanley for one night."
Mm-hmm.
But it ended up being
Stay
Vegas.
room 237.
Yeah, it ended up being Vegas instead.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We were close.
There is no 237 in Stanley, but there's a 217, which is what the book is. The book room is.
Look at him. Fucking. I bet that's Brad. That's your reaction for most of the time at home.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, you're.
That's also me whenever I get yelled at home. Yeah. But I'm wrong usually.
Funny.
So.
Well, yeah, but I'll never tell you that. But Jamie Hart says so. So my interpret. Oh, well, hold on, man. This is where we get one of the most beautiful sets of artwork in the history of artwork here. Better than the Mona Lisa. Better than the Fourth Chapel.
You talking about the old titties?
No, man. I'm not talking about the old titties, man. I'm talking about a painting, man.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful
one scene like this in the skit.
Dick's painting, yeah.
I'm not talking about that one, even though that's a pretty nice one,
one's
too.
pretty stellar.
Damn, I didn't even notice that one. I'm talking about the one above Dick here.
Dick's my kind of guy, man. He shines and he's got a damn thing.
Is he
for
watching
titties.
the TV or is he looking at the picture?
Hey, Andy likes ice cream, Doc.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate, too. But, dude, this picture is everything. Like, I love this painting. Like, I want it on my wall.
Chris, break down the symbolism of this right here.
Man, I think it's just it's a metaphor for his shine, It's just kind of like, he's able to really
Wait a minute. It's freaking
through people,
It's a what's his name? Who directed Reservoir Dogs?
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, it's Quentin Tarantino in this movie because we just saw a freaking thief shot.
Hell yeah,
I do love this scene though.
Oh, would love to stay. Need to get to bed soon. Good night. And that's from Veronica. Good night, Veronica. This next drink is for you.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming in. Good night. And welcome to bedtime. Good night. Thank you.
Buddy.
That's not bad at all for bourbon, really.
It really isn't. I'm not a big... Brad knows how much of a bourbon person I am not.
And it's 100 proof.
Brett once spewed out bourbon out of his nose.
This is
I was kind of like Danny right there when I drank that bourbon for the first time.
We all were, buddy.
Not a lie. Not a lie.
Snyder says old titties are good too. There's just no such thing as a bad breast. I know this much true.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, now wait a minute. What about those pearl titties in X though?
Fuck me, Harold. Fuck me. Dude, man. Hey, that room out the door too is right over there.
That's still crazy, man. I'm telling y'all, if that had been us there, no one would have died because I would have fucked her right off the bat.
Well, the young one,
the old one. I would have taken one for the team. You could see how crazy she was right out of the gate. And I would have been like, look, man, I know some bad stuff's going to happen if I don't do this.
I'm going to drink enough of these where I just pretend you didn't even say such a statement.
I'm proud of you, Chris. I'm glad. Thank you for
man. Yeah.
Jamie said X disturbed the hell out of me. Trust me, we all you could show that in sex ed. I promise you there'll be no premature sex.
I saw it with my sister too, and she we got to the end of it, and she said the same thing I did. She's like, so really grandma just wanted to get some dick, and I was like, that's it. That's the whole movie.
But dude,
Check this one out.
I'll
fella.
race you one. I thought I was going to be the only one in my theater, and then some fucking teen walked in and sat in the very back row while I was in the middle row.
Really?
And I had to experience that thing. I've never felt more uncomfortable. Not from the movie, but from the guy behind me.
Really?
Because I'm sharing this theater with this dude watching this fucking scene right now.
What about the scene right here, Birdie?
I love this scene. She's a beautiful woman. I think she even is going to be at a convention soon, from what I understood.
They should have made Jack do some drooling right here.
Oh, we got that 80 styles. Whoosh.
Funny enough, this is also
This is probably what I look
not
like
when
at
I'm getting
every
yelled at.
sexual encounter that I have. All right.
All right.
This is me just imagining for a second.
I'm going to take the drink to this.
I love it.
He makes it so fucking priceless.
I was about to say,
Somebody, you see what Aaron just said?
imagine all the
What if?
What if I even though I learned the lyrics the other day, actually, but
It's about time. You should have done it before the skit.
what if I afraid? What if?
Smash me, shmo. You gotta learn the words.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
do?
Shoving up on time.
Yeah.
I bet like a bongo say hey oh hey. Gosh, she's so
man, but-
beautiful.
Oh, she's so gentle. Look.
For now.
I wish
now.
I can.
I think she might have been
Chris, let
gentle.
me put
even
you in the
after
scenario. Let me put you in the scenario, which I think, by the way, you would make a fantastic Jack Torrance. Let me
Oh,
put you in
of
the
course.
scenario.
Mhm.
You start this out. You're having a good time. You open your eyes. You see this shit in the mirror. What do you do?
Well, first off, you don't open your eyes while you're making out. But okay, Chris, what
What's
do
your
you
next steps?
I'm trying to put myself there right now. I need to see. You know what? The thing that troubles me the most is the dead skin. The fact
You
that
just
she
close
got
your eyes
old
and go for it, or
doesn't
you
bother
just...
me that bad.
I
You
cannot
know-
wait for the freaking episode limited series of this episode.
I don't know, man. I feel like if I had felt myself going crazy for weeks on end, and then this broad was there, God, man. I mean, I just had to go with it. I feel like,
You could blame it on the craziness, right? Yeah, like you're already kind of losing your mind.
oh man. But
If anybody asks any questions down the road, you could say, "Dude, I was losing my mind."
And it's really getting to me. You know, I mean, I got, yeah, but I don't know.
It's not. Forever Flood says, y'all want to talk about uncomfortable. I watched X with my son. He was 19, but it was still awkward.
Ah,
That would be a teaching moment
Hey,
for me. I'm
man.
like, son,
what? I want to tell you guys this.
yeah, like
When
this
I
is
was
gonna
a
be good
kid,
time.
My grandma was a huge Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise fan. She had seen fuck, what was that movie called? They
I
did
know
something
what this is
together ahead of time. You guys know
wide
this.
shut,
No, it was the other one before that.
moving in my.
Where he was
brain.
like Irish or something. I can't recall what the movie was called, but she was a huge fan of them, and she's like, "Hey, they're doing a new movie together. Let's go. We should go watch this." So I had to go with my grandma to see Eyes Wide Shut. So you can imagine how that was. Yeah, that was every bit.
And Flamethrower, it was just as awkward for him. It never gets easy watching like weird scenes like that with
Far
your
and
parent.
away. Yeah,
Like,
there we go. Thank you,
Yeah.
Snyder.
Oh man! And then Chris Snyder says, "Or you open your eyes, and in front of you is a cheese sandwich."
Fuck, I don't mind a cheese sandwich, honestly.
Yeah, give me that
I could
over
get
old
behind.
lady
Yeah, cucumber
Especially
sandwich
grilled.
though. Give me the old lady puss. I mean, I'll go right in there, man.
in boots.
All right, here's the
He just finally got it.
Yeah.
I love the delay reaction.
here's the scene I was telling you about earlier. Jack and Wendy are about to get into it in this room.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's all
when
falling
Jack
apart from
storms out, just look at that fucking that soul piercing look he gives the camera on the way out. Like he's looking at Danny's room. Just keep your eye out for that here in a second when it comes up. It's fucking intense, man. and he's just like he just feels this murderous rage towards Danny at that point. It's kind of what you can get out of it. Again, I saw that somewhere. It changed the scene for me. I've always thought it was kind of just a weird moment where he looks at the camera, kind of like we do in the skits sometimes, because we're a bunch of fucking amateurs. But this was very much a
fucking amateurs. Sorry, Brad.
God, man, that Scream 3 skit, like, it was the worst acting I've ever done in my entire life, but it was so bad it was hilarious.
I was gonna say it's kind of like The Room. It still came out pretty funny. Oh, you have a brother.
And then we got some great editing effects with the gunshot, but
thanks, man. I got something working up on the next one.
Yeah. All right. More Shining here. Sure, there is, Jack.
Dude, watching him, honestly, that breakfast scene kind of makes me want to go for Waffle House after this.
Dude, it's been on my mind ever since we saw it.
You want to get a Grand Slam?
Don't bring it up again.
You want to get a Grand Slam after this?
The All-Star.
Oh, you want to get the All-Star after
I'll
this?
go, dude.
I'll go too, and I've ate already.
Don't threaten me. I will go.
I'll get a triple order those hash browns.
Scattered, smothered, covered, topped, and peppered. Let's go, man.
All right, guys, we're going to Waffle House after this. Come with us.
Were you guys on a live stream of Waffle House?
You'd see me just fucking shoveling waffle right down the gullet, dude. There wouldn't be anything else.
Dude, actually, do y'all heard about that fancy football? Actually, sorry. Let's finish this scene real quick. I'll do a fancy season or talk.
Oh, here's that fucking elevator scene again. Damn it!
That's a lot of Kool-Aid.
Look how mad he is. Look how mad he is. Look at and the blame he's throwing off on Wendy too. He's saying, look at this. He's going to walk out.
Shelley Duvall is absolutely killing it, man.
Fucking brilliant, dude. Again, you think Jack is the MVP. It's just Wendy's.
Look at that, dude.
MVP.
That's fucking scary, man. The way he fucking just peered into your soul as he walked out the door.
And the duality of that scene where he like feigns vulnerability there for a second and then immediately switches that fucking gear around.
Oh,
is great, man.
And now look at him, dude.
There we go. It's over now. He's done with it. Fuck them all.
But dude, man, like
fuck those.
Yeah, you kind of like, again, that's why Shelley Duvall was so great in this movie. You can really gravitate towards her and kind of put your shoes in her shoes and feel exactly what's going on.
Yeah, because Shelley is genuinely terrified. I mean, touche.
We're terrified too.
Yeah.
I'm not like terrified like that one girl in the Upside Down singing Terrifier, but like I'm still terrified.
Can we appreciate, though, how good of a friend Jack would be to Ronnie from Halloween? The Rob Zombie version.
Dude,
like,
what about
those guys?
They're
brothers.
What about the priest?
Oh, here we go.
Brothers.
But what about
what is this?
Priest?
They're having a party down here.
It's the party, man.
Slow.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It was the Reverend. You hunting it, ain't you? And there's fucking Dig just calling up for a booty call.
Dick
this
is
how
calling
grow
to see.
up happened at the end of, or at the old days.
Yeah, Dick's calling up to see how if they can check in on the Torrances up at the hotel, because the phone lines are down. Jack's off the rails. He was walking up towards the ballroom and there's music playing. Weird as shit because there's nobody else in the hotel, right? Mm-hmm. It's gonna get crazy, man. Pumped, Jack.
Man, Jack's been in that hotel for 100 years.
Yes.
Jamie says, I had such a bad experience in a Waffle House in Kentucky at a Scarefest that I will never eat there again.
Really?
Oh,
wow.
Sad. What about
that's sad, Jamie?
Someone order pancakes. It's always begins with
that
pancakes.
Is the world is depriving you of something right now because Waffle House is one of the great things. The foundations of this great nation.
Oh man, and she also says Kubrick was pretty mean to Shelley. Dude, absolutely.
Yeah, it was a fucking tormentor.
But again, I don't think we would get the movie we have now if he didn't do that.
Yeah, so it's I don't
condone it.
I'd echo what Brad said earlier. I don't condone what he did, but we're years later we're left with a really great performance from her.
Yeah, and I even
You
told
notice
Brad.
how
Or maybe-
nobody in this room, there's 100 people in this room, nobody's making a sound. It's the music we hear.
Yeah.
That's
It's
true.
it's another interesting decision that's just like, hey, are these guys real? What's going on?
Also in Doctor Sleep, and Brad, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but in Doctor Sleep, whenever he walks into the golden room, is this not this is also what starts playing instantly?
Yes, and well, yes, I'm pretty sure. And then it also plays at the end credits for sure. I know that
Okay.
at the end of Doctor Sleep. The way he eats those nuts, dude.
Well, because he is nuts.
And this was so good in theaters.
I wish I still had this. I watched this at theaters. You know what I might do? AMC has that feature where you can rent a theater and put any movie on you want. I
Yeah.
might just fucking go in there and watch The Shining by myself.
Yeah. They may play it at Central Cinema down there at some point, man.
God, if I had another opportunity at it, I would do it.
It'll certainly come back at some point, Birdie. I'm sure of it.
But no, but I told Brad this a while ago, Chris. I think even like when we did the review, like this movie came out in 1980, but this has all the vibes and the backstory of like the last great 70s horror movie.
Yes,
Because you
it
know
does,
how that
Birdie.
era
Yeah.
of the 70s were, where they were big, bold, and just they made all kinds of mistakes and bad things happened.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like
I
this was the
fucking love
last
this.
one.
And just really character
Anything you say,
driven
Lloyd.
too.
Yeah, but
in the
I agree with
70s.
you 100%, man. Oh,
Yeah, watch my stick.
sorry. Bud.
The
Sometimes
scene-
I bump into it.
There's something always really eerie about that scene that we just saw where Jack was talking to the bartender and he tried to pay him, and Lloyd's like, "Your money's no good here, Mr. Torrance," and he just kind of accepts it. It's just kind of him. To me, it's always kind of been him, kind of just accepting the fact that the hotel has,
Brad, this
has
is our
taken him
freaking,
over at this point.
Happy hour with Jack Torrance right here.
That's
Man,
true. Yes, it is.
every iteration of this hotel has, he's always worked there. He's stuck there, man. He died there fucking 100 years ago, and now he,
Yeah, and it's always just creepy
It's
the way
like
he
you got a
doesn't second.
spot on it.
every
He
new
doesn't
version of
second-
him ends up back there again. He can't escape it.
He never second guesses the fact that that his money's no good there. He's just like, okay, all right, well, cool, let's do this kind of deal. I don't know. To me, that's always the kind of the moment where the hotel completely takes him over.
And
And
Brad,
they
guess
go
what's
to this-
back?
This is
JD's
one of my
back.
favorite shots of the entire thing. The color scheme in here is so fucking
Mm-hmm.
unsettling. Obviously, it's
Yeah, in the bathroom, it's fucking
More
it's
mirrors.
weird, man.
yeah. It's you have your mirrors in there, and it's just so everything
yes, and-
is white or red. I mean, it's fucking.
It's beautiful, like it's gravitating.
Yeah, but it's also,
think-
I mean, it's very representative of blood and stuff, and it's kind of,
And-
it's always unsettling to me.
And thank
Sorry,
you,
Brad.
Birdie, because you mentioned the mirrors, and I did that video a while back where Jack never sees a ghost unless there's a mirror in the scene, which has always been kind of really interesting. You look at the bar with Lloyd, and now here in the bathroom, there's mirrors everywhere, and throughout the rest of the movie, there's always going to be a mirror there if there's a ghost in the scene, with the exception of like Shelley Duvall and her character. She sees ghosts everywhere. But it's still an interesting idea that was brought up.
Yeah, and Shelley Duvall saw the worst thing at that freaking Overlook Hotel.
Yeah, it was
Freaking bear
unbearable.
dog. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
David Brad.
Sorry, Birdie. I know that's your joke, but I just had
I
to
know, but it's
say it.
fine. You know what? Tomorrow's going to be unbearable. Well, it's not going to be unbearable. It's just going to be bearable.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go with the puns.
A bear did fucking cocaine.
Birdie, you let me know how that movie is ASAP.
Oh, well, wait a minute. I thought you were saying it before I am.
I'm traveling tomorrow, man. I got to
Oh,
travel
that's
tomorrow.
right. Dadgummit, man. So I might have to do a solo review tomorrow.
Yeah, no, go ahead, man. Feel free. I don't know if I'll get to see it this weekend or if it'll be sometime after Creed.
Yeah, I'll do a solo and see our boy freaking Pablo Escobar.
You guys see the way these guys are bladed towards each other was significant. I can't remember exactly what they said about it, but it is interesting. The way they stand, they don't use body language at all. They're just standing there very kind of stoic, doing everything with their face, talking to each other. It really is just an interesting way to do this scene, but it's also just kind of, I don't know. It's cool. I like it.
Dude, I'm that freaking butler right now. Like when Jack just made that face at him, like this, like Mr. Grady.
And this is Delbert Grady, the old caretaker that slayed his family. And he's denying it. He has no idea about it. This is a clue to what Jack's
Now,
going to see.
he's not a damn murderer. He is a corrector.
Well, ain't he?
And
Like
I corrected her.
wait, so like Brad, it kind of starts out him like just being like the normal Grady, and then like as this conversation builds, he becomes like the crazy Grady, kind of like how Jack became the crazy.
I think
Jack.
he reveals himself to him a little bit at a time.
Yes, and you know what, guys? And the one thing about the scene I don't like is the way that Jack left his fucking drink right over there by the urinal. That grosses me out. I won't bring
it does
any
look
drink.
like a big freaking glass of piss right there.
I won't bring any popcorn, any drink. I always got
so
like
fucking glossed over all the time.
I can't do it. I can't bring anything into the bathroom. We'll just kind of skip over this dialogue right here.
I think I know what's coming up right here, because I was pretty shocked when they played this in the theater. I was like, I thought they might have edited that out, but yeah,
Fuck no.
But they did.
Yeah, it was 1980. Well, you know,
And it got quiet. It got quiet.
I was trying to keep the conversation going through the whole thing so that it might not be as noticeable.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
okay.
be honest with you. I don't think
yeah.
the HBO
He
version...
could have just said Dick Halloran. I mean, come
Oh
on.
shit, the HBO version took that word out. So I'll be honest with you, that was the first time I heard that dialogue.
Really? They showed it in theaters.
I do not remember that.
I mean, it's part of the movie
Part of
or
the
whatever,
movie.
but
and it's the 80s too, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but
it's,
like just a different time period.
It was different, but I thought they would
And I'm with Jamie. Saying I love to see the Nightmare on Friday, like the first ones of each in the theater.
Oh yeah,
because she saw Child's Play. That's nice. When it came out, it's fantastic on the big screen.
You know, I've yet to see any of the major movies on the big screen other than The Shining. I haven't seen Halloween, even though they put it in there all the time. I've yet to have a chance to see that.
Wait 5 more years when they do the 50th anniversary at the theater.
I did on the lead up to Halloween Ends. I caught
the original 18 and Kills.
I did not watch Kills. I fucking skipped it because I hate it with all my heart and soul. But I did watch the original and Halloween 2018 in theaters. Yeah,
dude, Kills is growing on me, man.
No,
it's fun. At the very least, it's fun. Like, you know, you can have a good time with it. It's just Michael.
No storytelling, but it does what the title of the movie says.
Yes.
Oh,
it does do that.
You know, I did get everything spoiled for me for Scream 6.
Yeah, you told me that.
I know.
Don't be a dick.
Would you like to have it spoiled?
Be a dick. Like, a lot of people have already gotten spoiled, and I'm sure our chat would really appreciate them not getting spoiled. And plus, we're doing a prediction Scream next Thursday, and I would like nothing to be spoiled.
I would love to do let me predict something, please.
No, like we're trying to defeat Destiny because she won the prediction challenge last year. We're trying to take that title from her.
Okay,
she read all the spoilers, dude.
No, don't. Like, she would kill somebody.
No, I bet she did read all the spoilers, and that's the only reason she's going to win this year too.
I know, man. Like Drum Dum's got spoiled on the movie, and he says he's not pissed, but trust me, he's pissed. But and I forget, even Dead Meat got spoiled too.
Who?
Dead Meat? It's a popular horror channel on YouTube that has
really?
Shit, he was in the last fucking Scream movie, dude.
Yeah, I know, but I know exactly he was. Do you remember when they did the YouTube segment of Stab 8?
I haven't seen the last one in a while.
Okay.
The one that came out last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
that was Dead Meat.
I've watched 1 through 4, but I have not gone back to revisit that one yet.
Shit. Next week I'm going to be on Matt Fauci's channel. We're doing a Scream 5 watch party.
Bingo, let's go.
Yeah, do it. Red Ram. I wonder what make them think of Red Rum, like just to spell murder backwards.
So whenever is that in the book, Brad?
Red Rum, absolutely, yes, it is.
Okay.
I would say it's one of the most important parts of the movie or the book.
So do you remember when we went to do the horror trivia down at Zool
Yeah,
Brewing.
where we should have fucking won it if we were dumbasses and not think of the Blair Witch Project.
That's
I
ridiculous.
still think you guys got kind of fucked by that because I Googled it after.
Yeah, I know. Everyone.
Well, Chris fucking Googled most of the answers anyway. He fucking
Oh,
went to
bullshit.
You went to the
I
fucking
Googled-
pizza
no,
truck and you
I-
texted us.
No, Adam went out there one time and texted us an answer. It was because we could not figure out the third Sanderson sister with the fucking
Yeah,
Hocus Pocus.
and
which
it
is
was
ridiculous.
bullshit because I recently watched Hocus Pocus 2 and I couldn't fucking remember the name.
Yeah, it's Sarah and
No, Chris, I do not mean Paco.
what's the
You
other
leave
one?
Paco alone.
Is Sarah fuck, well, I don't even know what they are now anyway.
God, it's pissing me off.
But my buddy Adam, his wife can do she does the red rum thing so good, like identical.
Dude,
It's
next time I
ridiculous.
see her, you need to have her do that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Red Rum.
She does all the Danny voices great.
Maybe she could be a voiceover actress for when we do that remake.
Dude.
This is where Jack
This is
freaking
the
breaks
score.
shit.
They actually put this version of the score. They put the score into Dr. Sleep, that kind of heartbeat sound, that boom, boom. And that's one of the things I really like about Dr. Sleep too. I know we talked a lot about that movie tonight, but dude, honestly, I think it's a really good companion to this, man.
I mean, I think it's wild because I think it's very faithful to that book and also like the Kubrick adaptation.
I concur, man. And this is that scene, that epic scene where Jack's about to take out every
only
bit of
source of communication.
Yes, the only source of the outside world is about to get taken away from Wendy, and it doesn't show, but he's going to take out the snowcat too. Oh God, man!
Why did he not just bust the whole system? I don't fucking know, but
because this is smarter. But he did actually in the miniseries with that. Have you seen the miniseries with Steven Weber, Chris?
It came out like late 90s, right?
Yeah,
I remember when it came out, and it was on like ABC or like CBS or something. Like it was right.
So
it wasn't like AMC or anything like that. It was
no,
pretty,
it was something kind of local. He did.
Yeah,
I know he
mainstream or
ended up
whatever.
taking he took the croquet mallet and smashed the fucking radio with it. That's it.
Yeah.
The axe basically gets replaced with the mallet in the book. Essentially.
Was it how? Wait, how was it in the book?
He uses like a croquet. Is it croquet? Is that the one where you hit the ball through the?
yes,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He uses a croquet mallet instead of an axe, so he just kind of he smashes the radio up with the croquet mallet. He smashes Wendy up with it. He smashes Dick up with it. Nobody dies though, because it's not an axe. He just beats the shit out of them with it, and they all get severely injured, but they're all fine at the end of the day.
Oh, Russell! I just saw Russell make his way to the chat. What's going on, Russell?
Oh, Russell, man, my man.
He said he busts it in the
The
book.
mallet. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, with the mallet. Yeah.
I freaking McJacker, dude.
Jamie's not a big fan of the miniseries at all. It seems.
The miniseries is terrible. It has it's good points, but for the most part, I hate it. I always liked the miniseries when I watched it. I haven't seen it in years, and at least 10, 15 years though. So
Dude,
so I
Brad,
can't
speaking of
speak.
which, Dana Babaner wants you to watch that mini series so y'all can talk about it.
Yeah, I would like to watch it again. I used to like it as a kid because it's way more faithful to the book, and I actually liked what Steven Weber did. Obviously, he doesn't compete with Jack Torrance, but I like the version of the character in that, and I like the Wendy and the Dick. The Dick character was great. He was the one from Jaws 4. What was his name? Van Peebles was his last name. What the fuck? Martin Van Peebles or something like that. He was actually really good. They did a good job with all that, I thought.
Hell
But
yeah.
it's like 4 hours, so it gives you it fleshes out the story a little bit better. Not quite as good as it can be, but it was I thought it was
But it's
okay.
more faithful to the book, right?
Yes, it's really corny because it's low budget. Like it's lower. If you remember the It miniseries, it's way lower than that. It's like it's just
that's what I was remembering.
But they do actually use the Stanley Hotel in it, which was cool.
Is it Mario Van Peebles? Okay, yeah, that's what Russell's. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like
Marvin.
trying to picture it in my Mario Van Peebles.
Marvin Van Peebles. Yes, I think that's correct. The coolest thing about it is they actually used the Stanley Hotel, which is the actual inspiration for the Overlook for Stephen King. So that's really cool. And they do some good things with that.
Dude, what if Dick was like riding that snowplower in the middle of Colorado and he just randomly runs into fucking Kurt Russell? And we just get the Shining and the Thing crossover.
What about this Duke guy from Rocky here in this movie having a little cameo? This is the trainer of Apollo Creed.
Throw the damn down.
Drive careful, you can't see a fucking thing.
Dude, like how that's gonna be my other thing. Like, how did they like with the plane? Like, as you know, in today's time, they would never have that plane land.
Well, it was the 80s, man. You know, they're throwing N-bombs around. They can land a plane in the fucking middle of a blizzard. You know, they can do whatever.
A Dairy Queen blizzard?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what?
I had one of those today, man. I had one of those today.
I love Dairy Queen, man.
But they're just so fucking expensive. That's their problem.
DQ's
expensive.
You kidding me?
They're expensive.
Oh, dude, it's only like $3 for a blizzard.
Well, $4 for a freaking large cone.
Oh, you got to get over the cone.
I love the cone.
Oh.
There's nothing more simple than just a regular vanilla cone.
You go to Sonic for a cone, but
along with a nice freaking cigarette smoke with the long. Look, there's a fucking extended. Look at that ash.
I know, man. Blow that smoke directly into the chocolate milk. Let's go.
Oh my god!
There you go.
You can see cereal and chocolate milk.
Obviously, something. I would do it if it was Cocoa Krispies.
Dude, Cocoa Krispies the only exception.
Danny is fucked up right here. That's because Tony has taken over Danny at this point. Tony is protecting Danny at this point because he knows what's going on. This is essentially Tony and Danny's body ever since the red rum scene a minute ago.
Yeah, see, Aaron Clegg, I agree. DQ is a bit expensive.
I haven't been in a while, so I'm not going to.
Well, you're about to find out.
Hey, if you fuck around, you'll find out. That's for damn sure.
That is true, yeah.
Jamie says it's way more faithful adaptation of the book. I'm pretty sure King himself directed the miniseries.
Oh, wow.
He didn't direct it, but he was very
involved.
Very involved. Yeah, he definitely produced. He helped produce, and he was very involved in it. I think I might be wrong, but I feel like the only thing he directed was that Maximum Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive, baby! Yeah. What a classic! Did you guys ever watch that?
He was freaking on crack cocaine. A lot of that.
Hell yeah, dude!
I watched it for the first time last year.
Really?
Stupid fun.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's
fun,
such a bad movie, but you can't help it. Freaking Emilio is in that movie.
I was
freaking
like,
Green Goblin truck. Like, how can you not have fun with that movie?
I was like, Emilio.
Yeah, that's the first thing I do. Emilio.
Yeah, dude, it was stupid fun.
Right, give us an Emilio call.
Emilio.
All right, okay. Sorry, we wanted to throw the jokes out because we're about to get to my all-time. Like, not only a top 5 sing of all time for me in the horror genre, but this is definitely my favorite sing out the entire movie. All this right.
And I knew as soon as she walked into this room that she's holding the bat so well, she could probably go for MLB tryouts.
Or King Griffey Jr. baseball from the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Dude, I tell you what, man. This scene, just iconic. As we watch this together as a unit, you really put yourself in Wendy's shoes and put yourself in this isolated hotel in the middle of nowhere. There's nowhere to go. The snowcat's broken. The radio's busted. And you're in this big ass hotel with this crazy ass guy that fucking obviously has completely lost his mind, and how terrifying that is on a psychological level. It's not like, it's not visually scary. It's not a dude in a mask chasing around with a knife, but on a psychological level, it is. Dude,
listen
terrifying.
To this music. Well, look at that. Listen to this music build.
And it's not just you. It's not just you either. It's like you're trying to protect your child, right?
Yes, exactly. You got your child to look after too.
God, look at again, just the intensity of this music is building with each moment.
And then she sees this great work that he's been doing.
Dude, and do you know how many people it took to freaking do all this? Like, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You know how many people they had to hire to type that out?
4?
It was. I think it was more than 4 actually.
Oh.
They actually did. They did do 450. I think it's 453 pages of this. They typed out on a
Yeah.
typewriter, manually typed out, and they did the full man. That whole stack of paper was actually typed out with this all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Which is again, a lazier director wouldn't have done that. You know, a lazier filmmaker wouldn't have done. They would have done the first few pages. But this is Stanley Kubrick. This is perfection at his. You know, this is the dude that wants perfection. Literally did
I'm
400
kind of
pages.
curious though. Like,
Look,
if you
I
could
love to,
translate
like-
all that, it would actually be a damn good book.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I like how it cuts also, like he made it look like dialogue or something there,
Yeah.
you know, or like quotes.
It's beautiful, dude. And this is only just the beginning of greatness here. Because like Brad, even freaking Dr. Sleep did an excellent job with the stairs reenactment.
Yes, and you go back to earlier. Now you think it. Now in your head, you're like, Wendy walked in on him typing earlier, and this was what he was working on. This was what he was doing at that time. It's just like this is what everything he's been doing this whole time is just fucking crazy, man.
Mhm.
And this room is such a perfect setting for all of this.
And I love how the camera just slowly comes in. Yeah, and Jack just walks in. Here, I'm going to turn down the movie just a little bit so we can hear Brad too.
Nah, you don't need to hear me, Birdie.
Just a little bit.
Goodbye, buddy.
All work and no play makes Bert a dull boy. Feature T-shirt.
Goodbye, Birdie.
Let's ride.
I want to talk to you. God, look, like it's like that's not Jack anymore, guys.
No, Jack's gone, man.
Jack's
Jack
the
is
hotel
gone.
now.
And that's a different typewriter too. They keep switching typewriters throughout the whole damn movie.
We need to do this scene one day, Birdie.
Dude, we do too, dude. Freaking Georgie Pennywise.
Okay, Birdie.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Okay,
Georgie.
Georgie.
I'm just gonna bash your brains in and bash your boat. Don't bash my boat.
Dude, this room is just iconic, man. And dude, yeah, it cuts back to Danny back there, kind of just feeling all this shit.
Now, is this I wonder, is this a set they built or is this part of the hotel in Oregon that they filmed the interiors for?
I want to say it's.
Yeah,
I want to say it was a set. I think the whole set was actually in London. I think, based on what I remember from the documentary.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because the Stanley Hotel was actually where, you know, was the basis for it, but the exteriors were done at the hotel in Oregon, right? So all the interiors,
The exteriors were in Oregon, and the
on
interiors were the
stage. Okay.
studio in London, I
I
think.
don't think that's true.
And the Stanley was used in the miniseries, the interiors and exteriors, I think. But yeah, I'm pretty sure all this was a set in London, I think.
I think
from my-
maybe
from
he
my
should
memory.
be taken to a doctor.
You think maybe?
Maybe he should take it to your doctor.
It's like he's criticizing everything she's saying at this point.
As soon as possible. God, so good,
Mocking
dude.
her, you know, it's just belittling her. Everything is just
Dude, and do you know how slow they're freaking doing this and building it up towards the stairs for the epic like part of it, dude? It's just this is like if you are a film teacher, you share this thing with your film students.
You could, yeah, absolutely. This is perfection. And put yourself in her shoes, dude. She's in this big ass hotel alone in this room with this crazy ass dude, nowhere to go. What do you do?
And also, it's not just some dude though. Like it's her husband, right? And she's watching him go crazy. So in her mind, she's like, "What do I need to do just to get him to fucking snap out of it?" Which is more terrifying than if it was just like a strange guy who's crazy, right?
Right.
Yeah, even another layer to the mix, man. This is the father of your child.
Dude, and it's just amazing too. Shelley Duvall and Jack Nicholson both came out and said that this was the most challenging and difficult movie they ever was a part of.
Oh, I'm sure.
But put them on the map. Well, I'm
And
sure
again-
Batman put Jack Nicholson on the map.
Oh yeah,
but-
he was a
No,
star.
no, this came before
this.
Batman, dude. This was before. Wait, actually, Cuckoo Nest put him.
Oh
on the
yeah,
map.
that's right. No, that you're right. Sorry, I'm not sure why I was thinking Batman was 79. It's 89, but I'm very confused.
This scene, again, going back to Doctor Sleep, this scene is shot exactly the same way in Doctor Sleep. Whenever Rose the Hat and Danny are walking up the stairs, and he's got the
Mhm.
axe,
And she
It's
did an
shot the-
excellent job.
yeah, it's the same thing except Danny's in Wendy's shoes, and then Rose is in Jack's shoes. Same shots over the shoulder. He's swinging the axe around. She's saying, "Oh, don't do this," and Damien, don't do
Wendy.
this.
Lights on my life. I'm not gonna hurt you. Let me finish my
Oh, dude, it's
sentence.
epic, dude.
I'm simply
I'm
going.
not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your
Fucking
brains.
crazy
No,
this
I just
guy
have
is,
fucking-
man.
yeah.
God, look at what he's doing with his hands too. Just like he's like always moving, like being active.
Yeah, dude.
Not a dull
So
moment.
good, man.
And then unfortunately you get to see the bat bend because of course that's a rubber bat. So if you pay attention real here, you'll see that bat bend.
Bert, don't you ruin this for me.
I'm sorry, but watch. Just watch, man. I'm sorry.
What about that poor stunt man that
Oh,
falls
man,
down
just
the
watch.
stairs here in a
Just
second?
watch. I really want you to pay
Yeah,
attention.
you can see it kind of move around a little bit.
Not as bad as when he gets in.
Wendy, that's my favorite. Wendy. This is awesome. Me when I get yelled at home.
Oh.
I take a tumble down the stairs every week.
God
Wendy. No, this is a stuntman actually did take that fall down the stairs, and it was pretty fucking brutal. This is epic.
Okay, I just thought of something freaking brilliant. You know the
Honest.
Wendy's logo with the redhead chick and all that?
Mhm.
Replace her with Shelley Duvall.
Wendy Torrance.
Yeah.
Nice.
Someone needs to make a shirt of that, please. They'll make a lot of money, instant millions.
Wendy.
That would be pretty rock and roll. I'm gonna grab another beer. You want anything?
No, I'm good, man.
Yeah, Bert. Chris, if you can give me those noodles, that'd be great. You know
He
my
wants those
address. Just have 'em-
noodles.
just send it
Who
right away.
does?
Brad.
Brad. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Man, and Chris, as soon as Chris gets a beer, we're about to get one. Pretty much the very first invention of this particular camera shot, which I personally call it the Kubrick shot.
I could get behind that name for it, Birdie.
The famous Kubrick shot. That freaking one of my favorite uses of it. Actually, it's not this movie, but it's from an episode of Psych when they made fun of The Shining with Detective Lassiter and fucking Gus.
Oh, the
I
chocolate
want-
room.
Dude, I need to watch Psych again. I love that show. I've seen it. I've seen it in its entirety 2 times, along with the movie. I have not seen the musical, but
I haven't either, man. The movie was pretty good, though.
yeah, the movie was fun for what it was. All right, here we go. The Kubrick shot, guys. Those fucking boxes. All right, here we go, guys. When the camera is just below and you stare at Jack's face, I call it the Kubrick shot. Dadgummit. Brad D, just imagine Coach Coral sitting there going, Dadgummit. God, man. And that's the thing. They could have done any other typical normal shot, but this is, again, Stanley fucking Kubrick. Wants to be different. Perfect, like you said, Brad, perfecting his art and his craft. And he just bought
Yes.
something new and creative. Like and I think from what I heard from somebody too, the camera is rarely at the same place once or more than once.
Dude, they talk so much about this in the commentary about how anal he was, for lack of a better term, about the camera always had this crosshair on it, essentially telling you what exactly was in the middle of it. Like if you're looking down the scope of a weapon or something like that, had this crosshair on in a video game. He was so just particular about where that was pointed the whole time that it really delayed the production. He cared so much about it, like just perfectly on exactly what he wanted to be in the center. That I thought that was kind of cool too. And again, it's a little extra, but it's just one of those little mini things that you can see in him as a filmmaker about how perfect he wanted to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So I was reading Brother Flapp's comment here saying, I would love to see a spoof of that scene. Just show Jack yelling at someone and finally show Negan from The Walking Dead with a baseball bat. I can just imagine that scene now. Here you go, you sagging full of shits. What's going on, Miss Carter? How are you doing?
Hello and welcome to the party. We're having a good time. Jack is stuck in the pantry right now, and we're gonna have a
Which is actually a nice place to be right now. He's got all the freaking Oreos he can eat. Like he's actually going to be living a good life in there.
Honestly, of all the places you want to be trapped, the pantry is the spot. This is the same place Ralph was trapped in Friday the 13th, and we all saw how life turned out for him.
And Russell asks if we've seen the Shining documentary. I believe he's talking about, again, room 237. We have not, but I heard nothing but amazing things about that documentary.
Yeah, dude, I keep my eyes peeled for it, man. I need to, if I see it,
I think it's on YouTube, actually.
Well, then I'm going to watch it on YouTube. It's coming soon.
Mm-hmm. Here, you know what? I'll look it up right now and put it in our watch history so you can find it.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Birdie.
I got your back.
This is where Wendy verifies at this point the snowcat has been destroyed, and she's obviously again stuck in a hard, in a tough spot here.
Would you say between a rock and a hard place?
You could, because there's rocks on the other side, and the hard place is the road on the other side. So sure.
Ah, shit, Brad. I'm sorry. You have to rent it.
Okay, that's fine. I've been keeping my, like, if it goes on sale on Vudu, I'm going to buy it for sure.
Oh, dude, like, dude, it's freaking like standard definition just costs $15 to buy and $4 to rent.
Yeah, that's the problem. $15, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, but for one of the best documentaries of all time, that might not be a bad buy.
I just saw this thing, man. Oh my gosh. I'll have to send it to you later. Somebody sent it to me. When you wake up in the pantry and you got a freaking half-eaten jar of peanut butter and some Oreos over there, this is exactly how you feel. You realize your ankle starts to hurt at this point after you had your food coma.
Dude, imagine what he has been doing to that peanut butter.
Oh my gosh.
He's got needs, man. Kind of like Janet from freaking Ant-Man. She's got needs.
Yeah, exactly, Chris. He said, do what I do. Unless it's a new release, he waits until it goes on sale. And that's what I've been waiting on Trimmers to go on sale. It hasn't happened yet. Eventually, we're
because we got to do a review.
Yeah.
A tier. We're doing a tier Patreon thing for Heather. Yeah, and
yes.
I'm excited to finally dive into the Trimmers franchise.
Absolutely, man. I am too.
Russell says, not the peanut butter. Hey,
yeah.
It has to be the smooth kind. You can't get nutty. Okay, I'm done.
Good night. You know what? You just take that Tang back there, man. You do whatever you want to do with it.
Got it. You got it, boss. Chris, how long does it take to get a beer? I need some.
He's probably snooping around in there, man. Whenever he comes back, I'm going to go take a leak. I just don't want to leave you hanging by yourself.
What do you mean you ain't have a roast beef? I ate all that roast beef sandwich.
Oh, no, Bobby. I had to get another one because I couldn't get any noodles.
Oh, you had a brother.
Oh, you have some noodles.
But yeah, you're back, man. You just missed the amazing Kubrick shot, and you missed Jack Torrance doing appropriate things with peanut butter while eating some Oreos.
Oh, no.
And Wendy just
you guys take over for a second. I got to take a leak now myself. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, hurt. Oh, he ain't coming back, dude.
I'll be gone forever.
Well, because he said I'll
be
right back.
I knew it was coming. Look at all that Tang they got up there, man. You remember Tang?
No. What the fuck is Tang?
It was like oh fuck, what's it? What was this?
Okay,
Sunny
right
D.
there, Chris.
It's like Sunny D before Sunny D.
Look at
was
that
Sunny
right
D.
there. You cannot tell me that's for fucking beans. Those
They're
are
beans.
That's
Yeah.
the freaking fruit cocktails, with the grape and the little cherries and the pineapple.
No, it says plain as day. Pinto
you don't
beans.
know what the
I
fuck
don't know.
that reads.
You're right,
That's
I know.
blurry as fuck. It's for copyright reasons.
I see the manwich up there. I think.
Oh, see, there's more Kool-Aid right there. And they have vanilla wafers so you can make banana pudding.
Oh, I love these shots right here. So good.
Yeah, dude. Here's the deal, guys. If anybody knows me up to this point, anything with snow, a snow setting, a snow shot, I'm a sucker for it. I love looking at snow. It's the most beautiful cinematography thing you can show me is snow. That's why I'm looking forward to watching Wrong Turn 4 eventually, because that has a snow setting.
Uh-oh, look. Dick's bound and determined.
He's shriveled.
It's cold outside. What do you expect?
Oh, it ain't cold. Oh, he has... No, I'm just kidding. Tang was an orange drink for spacemen.
Mm-hmm.
What they do feeding them fucking astronaut food? Snyder, he's a good dick.
He is. He's trying to do the right thing.
I bet Wendy will agree with that.
Hey,
shake and bake. Oh, Russell says it's effective in Wrong Turn 4 too. Excellent, talking about the snow.
Oh, yeah.
Because again, I'm a sucker for snow. Forget SPC Bird, Austin, what's going on, man? Saying, my friends, what's up? Watching my favorite horror movie. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Absolutely.
The Shining. Yeah, man, I wish you were here at the beginning, man. We've been talking about all kinds of freaking things.
How's she gonna be asleep while he's just over there mutilating us?
Yeah, like if you over my bed and you said red rum, I'm gonna be like, who the fuck is saying red rum?
Man, what's wrong with you?
Even though I don't get why he has to hold the knife when all he does is use the lipstick to write red rum. He doesn't need the knife for that. And that's a pretty big bread knife.
That was a giant knife, man. And where did they even get that?
In the kitchen.
Good Lord.
Wendy got as he locked them in, or locked Jack Torrance in. But again, I don't get, why does he need the knife just when he's going to write something on the door? And Tallness, what's going on, man? How are you doing?
Maybe he's thinking Daddy was going to come back.
Hey, what's your timestamp at, Birdie?
Okay, we are at 2 hours exactly and like 14 seconds. We're at Danny about to write red drum, and I was telling Chris, why does Danny Boy need the knife while he's writing red drum on the door?
Danny Boy!
Why does he
Can you
need
do
the
me
knife?
a favor, Birdie?
What's up?
When you get to 2 hours and 58 seconds, can you give me a heads up?
Okay, like for me to push pause or what?
No. Just let me know when you get to 2:58.
Okay. Dan, how'd you get ahead of me?
I didn't get ahead of you. Whenever I took my headphones off, they shut off and it paused the movie for whatever reason.
Oh, because of the whole AirPods thing. I get it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, Brad. In 3, 2, 1, 58.
Oh.
Nice, thank you.
Red rum! Red rum! Oh my god, my OCD's killing me. The lamp is freaking altered.
I know.
And again, we're going back to the mirrors, dude. Critical part.
Here's Jack.
I love this. The way the camera pulls back and then moves forward is fucking
Well,
amazing.
yeah, you hear a bang of who that can be. And then, guys, real quickly, if y'all did not know, not Jack Torrance, but Jack Nicholson himself was a voluntary firefighter. So he had plenty of experience using an axe on the door.
Mhm.
So that's why you see the realisticness of this scene.
And they actually put in a real door for him to chop through on accident.
Yeah, he did. Because he just tore down that first door way too easily.
I remember the first time watching this as well. This is one of the really high tension moments where
Yeah. And the freaking music is what's doing
I know,
it.
yeah.
And it was not this door. I love that
Next
quote.
door.
Wendy.
The second door.
And
right, Birdie?
honestly, I know we keep talking about it, and it's sort of irrelevant. But in Doctor Sleep, when they revisit that, and he walks up to this one or that door, and then the other one with the two holes in them, dude, chills, man.
But man, and
great shot.
But yeah, it was the second door that he tore down the
real.
fake door real easily. It wasn't
Oh,
that
was it?
door. It was that they had to film that scene twice. And Brad, SPC Bird joined us, dude, and he said, Brad, we need to do a stream to talk about our 2 favorite horror films, but they're switched around. Meaning that he said The Shining is his all-time film, and then it's Halloween, while yours is The Shining, and then Halloween.
Dude, you know what I said though the other day is these movies go back and forth in my mind. Honestly, like Halloween, I think is probably still my favorite, just because how easy it is of a watch. Like it's you can watch it an hour and a half. You don't have to be too mentally invested. It's just a good time. But every time I watch The Shining, I'm like, I actually think this is not only my favorite horror movie, but my favorite movie altogether. Like
Hell yeah,
that's just
dude.
what it does to me every time I watch it. It's hard to beat Rocky, but it's been in my top 5, my top 3 for a long time, and every time I watch it, it gets that much closer to get to my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
This
that
is
sounds
definitely
like a
my
lot of
top
fun,
5. Little pig, chitter ching ching. Huff. Hufflepuff.
Look how fucking crazy this guy is, man.
Hufflepuff.
Yeah, Harry Potter, man. God, this thing is so good. And
I
then we
love
get
the way they shoot
and
that
then we
axe,
get the
man.
best
Yeah,
improv
this right here is the best thing.
and we get the best improv scene or improv line of all time too.
And here's Johnny.
Yeah, the here like because that was completely Jack Nicholson. That was not in the script.
God,
And
dude,
it's
the
one
way
of
they
the most
just let
famous
this
things
keep
ever.
Oh
rolling
yeah.
and not cut.
Yeah.
I honestly think
It just-
people probably know Here's Johnny from this movie way more than they know it from the Johnny Carson show.
Exactly.
So here it is, right here. We're about to get it. Here's Johnny.
This makes me smile. This is really the only fuck up in the whole movie, I think. The only legitimate fuck up is he only cut through one side of the door, but here in a second you can see that both sides are busted out. And you see that
Well, he
also.
probably could have done more extra work.
Well, I mean, like that was the end of the scene. He got his hand sliced and Dick shows up. I don't know exactly. I think everything other than that you could say was a fuck up, like windows being in the place they weren't. Like there it is. Look, both sides are busted out.
Oh yeah. Again, it could have been like he's just done more work.
Yeah, I think everything else in this movie could have been explained by a very deliberate decision that Kubrick made, but that door fuck up, I think, is actually legitimate fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it's like I can forgive it.
They also might have
Yeah,
shot that, 100 fucking times, and the only usable take
Yeah.
was the one where the door was busted through, and they just hoped the audience would forgive it.
Yeah, we know. We've been there and we've done that.
Yeah,
for sure.
I was gonna say, I put myself in the editor's shoes there.
Yeah. It's not a thing that really takes me out of it or anything. It's just like, you can see throughout the movie a lot of windows are in places that they shouldn't be. A lot of doors are in places they shouldn't be. For instance, that second door that's in their room shouldn't be there. But
whenever Danny comes back in Dr. Sleep, only one side of it's busted out as well.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Good,
yeah.
Good eye. But I love how Danny just freaking shoves all out that stuff, trying to be so quiet.
I know. I was like, God, just scoot it over quietly at least, for fuck's sake.
Well, it's a child. He's a child.
Danny.
So, man, I can just tell right here, Danny Shelley Duvall has just went through hell. And I'm not talking about this scene. I'm
Did
talking
you
about
almost
just
say
the
Danny
entire.
DeVito?
I almost did.
That's what.
It's the person, dude. My head is starting to do this.
As soon as you said Danny DeVito, hold on a second.
I knew in the back of my mind, I was like, surely that wasn't Danny DeVito that almost came out.
Hey,
Yeah, I know it.
2 words.
Uh-huh.
I am retired.
You just said Danny DeVito. I thought him about slipping out of that couch, and It's Always Sunny, naked, lubed up, and out of the couch.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was on the Christmas special.
I just like him doing this. No.
I got my wad of hundreds. I got my Magnum condoms. I'm ready to blow.
Jamie says her number 2. It's a horror movie or all-time movie, Jamie, but it's The Exorcist. Absolutely love The Exorcist. Not looking forward to
Nice.
the remake that David Gordon Green's about to fucking ruin.
Well, it's a requel.
I'm open-minded about it.
I need to see a
Yeah.
trailer. I'll give it a trailer.
I'm gonna.
I think
yeah,
I think David
I'm gonna
Gordon
be
Green's a good
cautiously
director.
optimistic.
But if they fucking bring back Linda Blair and her twerking after being possessed, we got issues.
I think
love
David
it. I love
Gordon Green's a
good-
good director.
Oh yeah, I do as well. I like most of his
Not if he's
stuff
remaking stuff.
outside of Halloween Kills. I think he's a great director.
Even when you look at Halloween Ends, I know it's not everybody's favorite Halloween
Nope.
movie, but it's a
Let
very
me know when you're done
well-directed
talking.
movie. It's a well-directed film.
Yeah, and I'm there with you. I don't like it as a Halloween movie, but as a movie in general, I love
As a
it.
Halloween anthology movie, it's perfect.
Yeah,
Just as a movie in general, it's well-directed. He's very competent. I don't know. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with it.
but yeah. To echo what Jamie said, though, I think the First Exorcist is far and away one of the most genuinely scary movies I think I've
what
ever
great
seen.
camera work hiding freaking Jack Nicholson behind that pillar the entire time.
Dude, and it gets me every time I watch it. I'm like, wait, what's
I know. I
Belarus
always fucking forget that he's there.
behind?
Dick has been chopped.
I hate that, man.
I know we
Dick
all
has
hate our
been-
dicks being chopped.
Usually, when I whack a dick, I prefer it to end differently than that. You know what I'm
And
saying?
there's our thumbnail for the review we did, Brad.
Yes, it is, dude. I never know what pillar he's behind until it happens. And you know what? Again,
the
different from
limp right
book,
here too, man, is fucking great.
and Danny carries it on, and Doctor Sleep too. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Damn it,
Danny
Danny.
boy.
I know. Immediate.
Sometimes you gotta have more confidence in your hiding spot, man. He did not.
Uh-oh. Shelly or Wendy, you need to not go to the room that you're about to go into.
Yeah, please don't.
And she'll
for
be
all of us.
emotionally scarred for the rest of her life. It wasn't Stanley Kubrick. It was what she found in that hotel room. That would mess anybody. Oh, did you hear the chants?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Ishish up guys in Dark Knight Rises.
Oh my god! It's
know it.
it's one of those fucking
Great
assless-
ass.
It's
She's
an
got a
ass
great ass.
I love the zoom in.
dog bear.
Like, God damn it.
Hey, was those assless chaps?
Yeah, we saw a live human buttock.
So it's it's 1/3 man, 1/3 bear, and 1/3
Third.
dog. So it's
Yep.
almost close to man bear pig.
I saw
It's
something
close to it, yeah.
again.
Man
I
bear
can't give
pig.
credit. I can't give credit where credit's due. I can't remember exactly where I read this or saw this or heard this or whatever it was, but it was kind of like Wendy saw basically somebody else breaking their trust in their marriage. Essentially, is that some dude obviously getting head from another man.
Until that limited series comes out and we get to see that episode.
She's
Unless your
basically
wife
seeing.
knows. I mean, come on.
She's basically seeing the trust that this hotel has broken before, that bond that's been broken before by this hotel, which was it put a little context in the scene. It was kind of a cool thought.
Hey man, could you say that guy was man's best friend?
Definitely. It seems like it was what he was doing was almost unbearable.
That's what happened with the peanut butter. Dogs love peanut butter. Kind of like
Oh, this is
Tyrone
so
Biggins.
good, man.
And that kid's was the first time I snuck into every Greg.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And that could be the dog. Well, that kid's was the first time I snuck into every
Was
peanut
it?
butter.
Your penis just fell off.
But man, yeah, I love this whole chase scene right here too. And what Danny does at the end is so genius.
It's pretty epic, man.
God, yeah, these are so fucking
Do you guys
Such a
actually
great-
see
climax.
this kid turning into Ewan McGregor? That's the one thing that just kind of. When I watch this movie, after as much as I love Doctor Sleep, I never actually watch this movie and think about the adult version being Ewan McGregor.
Well, hair wise, no, but maybe some other mannerisms.
It's not that when I'm watching Doctor Sleep, I don't have that thought. I totally buy the fact, but when I'm watching this, it just doesn't have that connection to me
Right.
about being.
Oh, dude, look at that shitload of 7-Up they had back there. I'd be in hot heaven.
But whenever Danny reaches his long-term sobriety and Dr. Sleep, and he's like, he gives the speech and he's like, well, my dad just wanted, all he wanted was to get sober and he just never could do it. So I thank you from both of us or whatever.
Yeah, it's such a great scene.
Yeah.
Again, respecting the originality of The Shining while also being its own thing.
That was the scene. I think it only took 2 takes to get that, and it was a 1-take speech that Ewan McGregor pulled off. Great
You're
party.
damn right it is, bud.
I want a party where he's at.
I know, man. Fuck it.
I'll have what he's having.
Yeah, Aaron said, I don't really think about adult Danny when I watch this. I don't either. It's just one of those things that's like, I don't really, when I watch about this, I don't think I just, it doesn't cross my mind. This fucking setting in the maze is fantastic, though.
It's a good thing that then you watch all that Roadrunner. Beep, beep. Oh, that's a cool shot too. Kind of like saying the whole time that like their dead spirits had been like, that's kind of like what it looked like the entire time.
Yeah.
Feels like we're in the farther from Insidious right here.
Ah, dude, good eye. Or good, not good eye, but good
Connection.
Yeah, that word.
You could see people, Georgie.
Dude, I can just imagine that skit right now. Georgie!
Look at this right here, though, man. What ingenuity from a fucking...
What, 6-year-old?
I think maybe he's 8 or 9.
What do you think, Chris, man? This guy versus... What do you think, this guy...
9.
This guy
How
versus,
old are you?
I'm 9. Well,
dude, what about this skit? And Georgie's doing this, and he just accidentally forgot to cover the footsteps going into the bushes. And Georgie will be like, and Pennywise will be like, Georgie, get out of the bushes.
We have a lot of good ideas, man.
Dude, we just need a bigger budget. We'll get there eventually. We're about to see all this Kool-Aid. And they shot this once and just used it the entire run of the movie.
I think so, yeah. Because there was how much was there? Didn't this hold the record for a while,
yeah,
Brad?
At the time,
Until
it was a record
came out.
before Pennywise or It Chapter 2 broke the record.
With, Jessica Chastain, yeah.
Back in 2019?
Yeah, 2019. No.
20.
No, yeah, 2019 because It Chapter 1 came out in 2017.
When did you?
Right.
Yeah.
But
it had.
I could have sworn at one time that Evil Dead, the remake, like Evil Dead, the fourth one. Like
Birdie,
Evil
that
Dead
was CGI, Birdie.
Yeah.
Oh, dadgum, I forgot about that. Yeah, but I thought at one point like it had it. Then yeah, somebody told me it was CGI blood. I'm like, well, fuck. But yeah, It Chapter 2 holds the record for most blood for one scene.
I think that.
Chris, you think we can break that record in one of our skits or no?
What was the record? 250 gallons?
Or we need a lot of Kool-Aid.
Yeah, man, we could probably do that. No problem.
We need a lot of Kool-Aid. We need a lot of chocolate chips and some red food coloring.
What problem?
Put it all over your mouth there.
What problem?
Man.
Dude, I tell you what I like about this maze scene is the lighting. Seeing those lights, emit the lighting coming from underneath the bushes there. It's
because
really
I will
nice.
say, in Dr. Sleep, it was a little too clean when they reshot this. You know what I mean?
It was, yes, but in fairness,
it was also
that was in somebody's mind.
What'd you say, Brad?
I said that was in somebody's mind.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That's true. Good point.
It's really just Danny's idea of it.
It's one of those things. It's kind of like when Nightmare on Elm Street. You can't really fuck that up because technically it's a dream. So it's like whatever. Like you know what I mean? Like it's like all those dreams.
Oh yeah. And I was gonna say, man, Evil Dead 2013. I don't feel like gets enough love. I don't really have any qualms with that version.
Dude, it was like a perfect remake. Or a lot of people call it a sequel. Like actually, some people actually call it a little bit of a requel. In a way.
In a sense, it kind of is, but I don't really have any qualms with it, man. I thought that it was perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and Brad are about to dive into that Evil Dead
I know.
review series, and
I've
we're
got
we're
some,
excited to redo those. Even though our skits for the old Evil Dead stuff were actually pretty fun. Do you remember those, Brad?
I do, man. That was some of the most fun we had. Should recreate those scenes.
Dude, where we freaking use freaking Skype to review those. Golly, that was a disaster until we discovered StreamYard. Thank God for StreamYard. And thank God for that snowplower. Or the snowmobile. If Jack would just learn the right technique, he would have gotten out of there.
This is gonna be one of the greatest cuts in cinematic history.
What, a freaking muffin in Friday the 13th Part 2 with the hot dog?
What? No, that's a good one. But no, the right here in a second, whenever it cuts immediately to him.
I love one of the most popular memes of its time.
It's an ornament on my Christmas tree too. I just bought it this last year.
Dude,
I remember seeing that, yeah. You cut me too deep.
I'm feeling a little woozy here.
My mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me.
I wonder if him screaming or Wendy wait was like the last goodness in Jack trying to reach out.
It is kind of sad when you look at it in Jack's eyes, just the way that he's been lost, and the way that, again, like I said earlier,
he gets lost in the maze.
Yeah, and he's I mean, essentially possessed, but I mean, you don't.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I feel like that's real Jack right there, trying to legit trying to fight everything came with the possession to trying to call out for Wendy one last time.
He's saying, "Help me, please,
such
Wendy.
a fucking great shot."
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Love this. And just that perfect light right there. That just
right there. Yeah, that's it.
That's the ornament.
That's a lot of cocaine right there.
That's a hell of a drug.
But why would his last? Why would he be looking up at the very end of his life? Like,
Probably because he possibly saw Grady in the.
It's like Christmas Vacation, where her eyes got frozen. As we zoom into this photo, there's an alternate ending, which I never saw until recently. When I was watching the commentary, I went back and watched. I guess those deleted scenes on the Blu-ray, the 4K that came out. The alternate ending to this is actually Wendy and Danny at the hospital, and Stuart Ullman shows up, and he said to them, Jack's body wasn't found at the hotel, like he's not there, he's not in the maze, they couldn't find his body, which basically confirms the fact that what this picture is trying to say, what this whole debate's been about, at least in Kubrick's mind, that he's been kind of sucked in the suck zone, if you will. Twister came in the 90s, the suck zone. He was sucked in to this world of the hotel. But basically it's just, man, it's cool to see that ending, kind of adding a little bit of context to the scene here with him in the picture from 1920.
Man. Oh, dude, and when did they use this exact song at the end of Dr. Sleep too?
Yes, they did. They sure did in the credits.
I'm telling you, man, this movie and Dr. Sleep is a perfect back-to-back double feature. If you do both of the extended cuts, that's a good 6 hours of your day.
Oh yeah! Oh my goodness, fantastic.
Yeah. I think so too, man. I just watched this back in October, and I could definitely jump on that Dr. Sleep train again.
And we did it, guys.
That's The Shining, man. We had a good time with that, I think.
Ooh, man, time flies when you're having fun.
It's such a great movie, man. I mean, and like I said, one of my all-time favorite theater experiences, I think. Yeah.
Oh, are you kidding me? 71% of people say they were Team Pickle.
Pickles are great.
God, my
success.
You give somebody a nickel to tickle your pickle.
Oh, man. Anyways, we're having way too much fun. Am I wrong? You're over the line. But no, we'll
Market
quickly.
fucking zero.
Yeah, we have been on here for 2.5 hours. Holy crap, guys! So let's quickly do a movie overall thoughts and a movie rating, and we'll just send the people packing.
Yes, but Chris said while we're talking Doctor Sleep, I still have to watch Doctor Sleep. Which cut do I watch first? Just go directors. Just go directors.
Yeah.
You could do it. Yeah, just. I think it's the spirit cut of the film. Just watch it that way.
Yeah, and they don't.
It's
They
only
don't
about
differ that much. It's not like a one of the like Halloween 2, where it's like the director's cut and the theatrical cut, where it kind of like changes the vibe of the movie. There's just a lot more character development and time you get to spend with the characters. I think
yes.
in the director's cut of Doctor Sleep, which just makes it that much more enjoyable.
It definitely adds a little bit more context, more scenes get fleshed out a little bit more, but it doesn't change anything. It's just a better cut of the movie. And so I think just go with that and have a good time with it. It's the original intent. Just ride it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of like that. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
But yeah, it's like don't go there. But Brad, you first, man. Your overall thoughts. Like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and save the movie rating part because I think we're all pretty much in agreement. It's a golden reel.
Oh yeah, we've already said this.
So just quickly your overall thoughts about the movie.
You guys know, man. It's in my top 3 favorite movies of all time. Top 4. Depending on what day, it might be my favorite horror movie of depending on a day, it might be my favorite movie. It's back there on the wall. It's fantastic. I absolutely love this movie, man. It's just one of the best examples of cinema you could find, especially in the horror genre. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said earlier, if I were a film teacher, I would easily not only be showing this movie to my students, I would show that one particular scene to my students. Like, guys, this is how you freaking do. This is what movies is all about. So, and man, again, I do not condone what Stanley Kubrick, how he got to what he did with The Shining, with mistreating Shelley Duvall and being Jack Nicholson, cheese sandwiches, and all that. I do not condone that, but what he did was freaking art and perfection, and it showed, man. So I love this movie. This movie is in my top 5 favorite horror movies of all time. So it's a easy golden reel.
Oh yeah, same for me, of course. I don't really have anything to add to any of that. It's a 5 out of 5. It's golden reel. Yeah, I mean, it holds up for a reason, man. Every time I watch it, it's like what Brad said earlier. You know, you find a little something different in it each time you watch it, and getting to see it in theaters was a couple years ago, right before Dr. Sleep dropped.
Yes.
One of the best theater experiences that I've ever had. So I love it. I love it to death, man. It's phenomenal.
Hell yeah. So let's go ahead and play the clip because it deserves it. This movie, 5 out of 5, a golden reel.
I love gold. The look of it, the taste of it, the smell of it, the texture.
The texture. But yeah, man, guys, that's the freaking Shining, man. So we'll just go rapid fire of what's coming up on the channel. You can expect a rapid review of Cocaine Bear as soon as I see it tomorrow. So I'll get that out as quickly as possible. Sunday, we got Scream 4 live interactive review. That is Sunday at 5 o'clock Eastern time. Then Monday at some point, we will drop our Scream 4 trivia challenge so we could test you on your all's trivia skills. And then, Brad, what is going on next Thursday?
Dude, next Thursday is going to be a heck of a day, man, for a lot of reasons, man. But next Thursday is going to be it's going to be a good time. What are we doing next Thursday,
Screen prediction, and we're bringing Destiny on for it.
Yeah.
Can I be allowed on as well? Because I have some pretty good predictions.
No, you are not spoiling shit. You do not be a district. You know what? You could be like Ant-Man. Don't be a dick.
It's been fucking ruined for me, yeah.
Yeah, which I'm sorry, bud. But yeah. So I gotta make sure you quit drinking so you don't spoil it like you did the Tenet.
I didn't even spoil Tenet for you.
Yes, you did.
I
allowed it though.
I had a guess of what was going to go on, but it turned out not to be right.
Well, you probably didn't hear it all because you couldn't hear the movie.
True.
That's true.
Touche, baby.
Yeah, so guys, this is a 1K special. You all picked this movie, and we appreciate you picking this movie because we love The Shining here, and we appreciate everybody that was interactive with us and watched along with us tonight. You guys are freaking amazing. And as we wrap up the month of February, our 1K special month, we appreciate it again. 1K subscribers, we could not be any more grateful, and I promise you, the best is yet to come for Good Real Hunting.
Yeah, and thank you, Chris, for coming in and joining us tonight. I know you're a big
of course,
part.
man. It was good to be here. Cheers to everyone. Good to see everybody again.
And show that ass, Mr. October, one more time.
Yeah, one more time.
One more time before
Look
we
at this,
get out
Brad.
of here.
I couldn't thank you enough for that, buddy. Look at those fucking sweet ass.
I'm kind of
All right,
jealous.
Mr. October. Yeah, look at those. That's an ass right there, buddy. And for anyone out there who didn't know, wasn't here earlier,
I got this.
This
What the fuck is this?
Brad is actually modeling in this photo. So
I'm an ass
if
man.
you go to onlyfans.com
Yeah, I'm an ass
/
man.
Mr. October, you can find. No, don't. Okay.
Let me go ahead and sign that up right now.
You can use that mask over there.
Yeah.
So, man. But yeah, guys, anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
No, but thank you. Chris, you were a big part of our journey up to this point, and you still are very much heavily involved behind the scenes, editing our skits and all that fun stuff, and dropping in when you can. I appreciate that, and obviously looking forward to doing it again next month with the Real March Madness tournament. So thank you for being here tonight.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me. As always, good to see everyone.
Yeah, man. So I told you, somebody thought you were dead. I just had to point out you were alive. So Chris is alive. This is a visual result of it. And we'll end on this comment. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, Russell, for that. And again, thank you everybody in the chat.
Cheers.
Salute to you. And yeah, we'll freaking have fun on Sunday with Screen 4 Live Interactive Review, man. That's going to be a fun one. And lastly, fuck Bruce Willis.
Yeah, well,
Now, damn it, that guy's got Alzheimer's, man.
rip my goddamn eardrum out.
Sorry, man. It was the freaking bourbon, man. But yeah, we're out here, guys, and we'll freaking see you all later. And just shine on, my friends.
Shine on, shine on. Philip Seymour.
Oh, yeah. Go Team Pickle.
Oh my god, I'm getting the fuck out.
Tickle your pickle for a nickel.